Okay, so here we are starting out, and we are in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, level 1. Mert gave you guys a quest back at your tavern. He wanted you to, as a Harper request, deliver a boon of money to Kal-Al in Skullport, in the Flagon and Dragon Tavern that you could potentially find there, and to figure out what's going on as far as communication, because it's been kind of dark down there.
And Skullport's level 3, right?
Skullport's on level 3, yeah, so it's going to be a little while before you get there. So you got ready, you supplied, you went and got Renaer, you went and got Melannor, and you dove down into level 1 from the Yawning Portal. As you went through, you encountered some vampires. You also found a secret passage and got your first loot of the dungeon, which is the candle of anti-light, which you used to get through the mirrored hallway, and ran across Borktar, a kobold, who recruited you to kind of help him out. He wants to clear out the baddies from level 1 to make room for his village, who are stationed or who live on level 2. He wants them to be able to expand up into this area. And so you went and rooted out some of those vampires, and it turns out they're not really vampires. They're essentially bandits using this vampire guise to make people afraid of them and to pay them to go through their territory and bribe them.
I'm kind of mad about these alchemy drug.
That's great. And you got through that kind of first area, and you found a couple of them are actually doppelgangers, and you went through that area, and now you found this secret passage into this, what looks to be a legitimate vampire coffin. Luckily, no vampire inside.
Well, where do you think the actual vampire is? Like, if they died and was turned into mist and go back in.
Yeah, make sure you speak slower so we can understand what you're saying, especially on Zoom here.
If they die, they turn to mist and go back in, but there's not one. That means we do need to be careful for vampires.
Well, you can tell kind of looking at this coffin that it's been neglected for a long time. Nobody's really been here in a long time.
So that means it's been living?
Maybe so. So also, Draken still has his lightning elemental that he's summoned. Apparently it lasts for 8 hours or until it dies. So it's here, and we'll hang out with you guys. Borktar is also here, this little brown dot. But in any case,
A little more crusty than Meepo.
a little bit more. He's seen some stuff. He's not quite as childlike as Meepo was.
Meepo. Poor Meepo.
Yeah, that's true. Meepo is missing. You're not sure where your old kobold buddy is. Along with Rum, your old steward for your tavern, also appears to be missing. These are all these little dangling threads that may or may not pick up later.
All right.
That means I'll pick up later.
So in the coffin, we did find like a vial of holy water.
You did, yes.
I wonder if we should leave it there, like if it was there to prevent the vampire from coming back there to regenerate.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe. You don't know.
I want to keep it there now.
You can definitely leave it there and not have it in your inventory if you'd rather. You can always pick it up another time if you come back through this way.
I say leave it.
All right. I don't think it's in my inventory anyway.
All right, so you leave it there. You and Renaer put the lid back on carefully, slide it back into place. Renaer kind of goes, good, I didn't want to fight a real vampire.
Me neither.
Oh, I was looking forward to the challenge.
Why no, but 11 or 15 real vampires, no thank you.
Yeah, there would be no match for my divine energy.
15, I think they were.
All evil beings must perish.
I do agree with that ish.
Okay, start making your way away from the coffin, back toward the secret doors you found to get in.
Yep.
Borktar, he says, so do you still want to continue to other vampires, or do you want to go somewhere else? I can take you to level 2, you mentioned that.
I would like to explore this place and actually the first level.
I do want to make it clear, just as a DM, let you know, it's not required to clear every little nook and cranny of every level. You know, just so you know.
I thought so.
Now he wants to.
If you want to, though, that's fine. I got it ready.
I already wanted to. Already wanted to.
Yes, but we do need to go take care of the rest of them. Otherwise, they'll still be here preying on the unwary.
Yeah.
Borktar goes, okay, this way.
Undertaker's down.
So he's gonna start going this way.
I start following him. My friend.
You're kind
I still have the head of their leader.
right. As you approach this corner, you start to hear music. Borktar kind of goes up to the side, up to the door here, and kind of puts his ear, kind of questioning look. The elemental should hang back, actually. You start to hear music, and then you hear, actually, roll perception, see what you hear. Put it that way.
Instead of you just telling us everything.
Yeah.
Melannor rolled a 16.
16 for Melannor.
For step. Sure. I'll get +7 of that. 23 for Draken.
Okay.
And
That's enough. All right. So George, not so much, but Melannor, Draken, perhaps Renaer as well.
he got us.
Yeah, Renaer also hears this. You hear these voices, and you hear with the music, and the music kind of sounds kind of upbeat, kind of like yeah, kind of like tavern music almost, but not exactly like tavern music, but upbeat music. Kind of a clash with my dungeon music I have going on right now, and and you hear saying, places please, and like this female voice, okay, and action. And then you start to hear kind of the cling clang cling of like swords crossing, and this kind of voices, kind of like oh ha ooh, that kind of stuff going on.
They're filming a movie.
So you hear this kind of
All right,
upbeat music coming from behind this door.
just open it then.
Guess I'll go in.
If all that ruckus going on, they're not going to be listening for us.
The door is not locked, and nobody really seems to hear you. So as you open this door ajar, you see in this room
Whoa, what is that?
several vampires and vampire thralls, the female version, if you will.
What's that?
And you're kind of peeking in the room here. In addition to them, and you see it, kind of these vampires on the stage, and two of them are kind of crossing swords, very obviously not actually trying to hit each other. They're like, how about you, and all this kind of stuff with this very proper British accents and things. And these other two on the stage are also a part of the play and going, don't hurt him, and that kind of stuff, and get him, brother, teach him a lesson. And then back here, in where the audience would be at the bottom of these stairs, you see this female vampire kind of got her hand on her chin like this, kind of watching the performance. And behind her is this hulking, zombie-looking creature, kind of breathing there behind her. And this guy down here, he's got this violin playing, this music you hear, along with the performance. And she's going, more energy, that kind of thing.
What does that mean?
Be more lively as you perform, that kind of stuff, as they are practicing and sparring and doing their scene. On the stage here, there is a large throne. It looks like it's been there for a long time. They're just kind of using this platform as a stage for their performance. It's not something that was built for them, but it's got this very large, high-backed throne made of interwoven bleached bones. And it has these two armrests that are carved to look like snakes.
Well, I want to enjoy the show.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll watch the show.
You're just going to watch it, or you're going to join it? Is that what I heard you say?
Now we're going to enjoy.
Okay. All right, you watch the show play out, and one of them kind of, after a couple of moments and beats, one of them thrusts their sword in, the other one it kind of goes under their armpit, kind of thing. And they go, oh, you got me. And this is very melodramatic, and the woman goes, no. And the other man goes, yeah, and they're kind of rushing over, and then the female director goes, all right, cut. All right, that's very.
Which one got stabbed?
The blue one.
He's not actually stabbed.
And he kind of.
I want to throw a javelin at him.
He's currently on.
Oh, make it real.
All right. Make an attack with advantage. He's prone. Actually, he's prone, so it's disadvantage. So I guess it's going to be, we'll just say it's one even roll.
Okay. That's going to be a 15.
All right, 15 hits. Do your damage.
That's going to be hilarious.
Let's see. 7.
Okay. Now, are you trying to make this appear as if he was stabbed, or is it like an obvious this javelin comes in from off stage?
Kind of like appear like he was stabbed.
So the javelin, though, is relatively obvious as far as a weapon coming in and doing something.
Yeah.
You're watching the show, and you see as the stab happens, oh, you got me, and you go, and you throw your javelin right there. So is there a place you want to try to hit him, or just go for wherever?
Do what?
Do you want to try to hit him in a certain place, like at a certain spot, or like try to make it appear something special, or just want to
In the chest.
in the chest? So
Well, I want to make it. I think he's trying to make it appear like the guy actually.
so the guy who
stabbed.
does the stabbing, just the javelin comes right over his shoulder and stabs this guy right in the chest. The guy goes, oh! and the music obviously stops at this point as the one with the violin goes, what?
All right.
That's weird.
Kick the door in. Make a loud entrance.
All right, boom, George busts in. This
I'm
guy he's on the ground bleeding. He's not dead by any means, but he has his javelin sticking out of him. And you hear
I walk over to the guy that's on the ground and step on his stomach and pull my javelin out.
All right, we'll say you get here. This guy is so surprised, he's just going to kind of be pushed aside. And as you come in, like, what?
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Yay.
You come in.
So is Mr. Elemental can stay up
All right.
right now.
You do this, you pull the javelin out. She steps up. She's like, what is the meaning of this?
I hold up the head, say, this is our territory now. And
You
throw
hold
it
the
onto
head
the
of Uktar.
ground.
You throw it on the ground, is that what you said?
Yeah, like throw it at her feet.
She kind of looks at it, looks up at you, and she starts laughing. She's like, look, they killed Uktar. And all the other vampires in the room, including the guy who was wounded, starts laughing. He goes, oh, that's such a relief. We got rid of that guy.
What was wrong with him? I thought
Oh,
he'd be a leader.
he's been forcing us to rob these people. All we want to do is perform.
Really?
Oh.
And
I think there's been a misunderstanding, so I'm going to cure this guy. Give him some hit points back and help him up.
all right, you help him up. He's like, oh, well, he's kind of brush himself off as the wound closes.
Yeah.
And this woman,
So how many points was it? 7?
7, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I heal him for 7.
This woman steps up, and again you see the flesh golem kind of lumber behind her, following.
I'm gonna say, he good too.
Oh, don't worry about him. He follows my every rule. Anyway, my name is Haria. I was the other leader, you could say, of the Undertakers, and Uktarl and I were at a standstill as far as how we should run this organization. He was so much wanting to rob and pillage and use our vampire abilities, if you will, and to the point where he even thought he was a real vampire. I kept trying to explain to him that we're actors. We're playing a part. We need to practice, but we're not really vampires. He didn't seem to get that. And so we've been holding up over here away from the rest of the group, perfecting our craft as they've been doing whatever it is they do. But I'm so relieved to hear that he's been taken out of commission. That's such a relief. What's your name, friend?
Oh, I'm George, Draken, and introduce the others.
I said
So,
elementals with me.
Well, you've done this favor for us. I want to make sure you know you have safe passage through Undertaker territory from now on with this wonderful thing you've done for us.
well, y'all, you might want to clear out because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a number of goblins and kobolds expanding.
She says, so what do you mean clear out? This is our home. We've lived here for months.
Yeah, they've been here longer, and they've been terrorized by what's his face?
Uktarl?
That guy, Uktarl.
Well, would they like our performances? We obviously the only thing we're missing is an audience.
Well, we got someone that can be their spokesperson right here. Motion.
Borktar.
I was looking at my notes. I motion Borktar over and say, "What do you think, Borktar?"
Borktar, he kind of slinks out from the hallway and kind of looks around, and she goes, "Are you saying that soon there's going to be crowds of goblins and kobolds here that we could perform for?" And he's like, "We could always use entertainment."
It sounds like this might work out.
Yay.
All right, so Borktar kind of goes up to her and, oops, wrong way. They kind of start chatting. So in this room, just to kind of give it more of a description here, and let me.
What's the big arrow?
The big arrow.
It looks like a skeleton.
Oh yeah, so you do see a skeleton on the floor here. You see a door on the other side of the stage, another two doors in the back here. So yes, on the ground is in this large open area at the bottom of these stairs. You see bones, skull, what appears to have been a wyvern.
What's a wyvern?
Like a dragon-ish, like a small dragon type of creature. And it's surrounded by all these shards of crystal and glass that have been, looks like they've been there untouched for a long time, except for where the vampires have kind of scooted them out of the way to make room. And then there's also the throne, like I mentioned, on the stage itself.
Well, I asked them, is it fine if I have my buddy here look at the throne? Kind of thinking that there's more than this, it's a throne.
Maria, she says, "Oh yes, feel free to look at it. Don't sit in it though. It tends to bite."
What?
The throne, she says, "Don't sit in the throne. It tends to bite."
What do you mean?
We found that out the hard way.
What do you mean? Like the snakes will bite you?
That's right. The snakes will bite you.
Okay, I tell Renaer to look at it without sitting in it.
Okay, so Renaer walks up to it.
What did I roll to?
Do a, we'll say investigation.
13. If you did perception, that would be 6.
13.
Mm-hmm.
So 13, he kind of looks at it and he finds that it is a trapped throne, in that when the first person to sit on it does get attacked by the snake heads that kind of animate and strike at whoever sits in the throne. Although after the strike happens, they do reset, and then it's safe to sit in for a period of time until the trap resets itself after a period of about an hour. And so he kind of reaches over with like a long stick and puts it on the throne. The snakes kind of strike and hiss like cobra style, and then go back down. And then he kind of walks up and sits on the throne, and he kind of does a ta-da kind of thing, and he stands back up.
I'm going to do a further investigation just in case I roll better. I'm thinking that there might be something.
You're investigating the throne more.
I got it, so never mind.
So what did Renaer roll again?
That's 13.
13.
I got 6.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe it's like a secret door thing. Can I like try to push the throne?
Yeah, you walk up. How you want to push it? You want to like push like it to the side, like from the right, like where you're standing, and push it that way, or push it into the wall, or what are you wanting to do?
Push it.
You're pushing it to the left. So you kind of get your Dragonborn hands on the side of the throne and start pushing. Do a strength check for me.
I think. 2, man, what is on my rolling?
It does not budge.
I guess I'm here to help me.
Aurea says, "Oh, hold on, that's our stage."
Oh, I'm gonna put it back. I'm just making sure there's no secret door. It kind of looks like an obvious secret door.
And she kind of like, okay, and she continues to talk to Borktars. They're kind of hashing out their new deal.
He rolled a 13.
13. Nope, doesn't move.
Oh well.
I sit down on the throne.
Okay.
So it's safe now, right?
Yeah, it's safe until it resets.
I say now.
Is there anything like once you're sitting there? Is there anything that looks, I don't know, like a switch or something that you need to activate while sitting?
So how about you do an investigation check? See if you find anything.
All right. 17.
Okay. So as you sit down on the throne and you kind of look around, you're kind of looking underneath the snakes and stuff, avoiding the teeth, kind of looking up at the high back behind you and kind of putting your hands around, you notice that the seat itself, as you stand up, kind of raises from your weight. So your weight kind of pushed it down. And as you sat up again, the seat kind of clicked up a little bit.
Okay.
I pushed the seat all the way up.
Yeah, so I tried to like lift the seat up higher.
Okay, so you put your hands on the lip of the seat and you're able to just open it as if opening a chest. Dun, 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 like Zelda. So inside, you find a cobwebbed opening. This has not been opened in a long time. The other vampires around you who are kind of milling about, they kind of go, "Oh, I didn't know that would open." You know, that kind of thing. We can use that for props, you know. And you find inside a vial of some sort of liquid, as well as what appears to be half of a bronze mask in the shape or the carved likeness of an old man. So it's half of a mask, so it has like an open eye hole, but otherwise it's this bronze half mask of a bearded old man.
Could it
So like Phantom of the Opera style?
Yeah, except it goes all the way like the beard would extend below your chin, covers up your entire half of your face, all the way to the ear kind of thing. Kind of cuts like the mask from Jim Carrey's movie, goes over your head like that.
Okay.
But half of it.
Alistair?
Yeah, you could be. It's an old man.
Well, I am going to do an Arcana check on that.
And it's made of bronze.
I just rolled. Oh no, that's Renaer. Well, Renaer rolled a 14 on his Arcana.
He doesn't know much about magic.
I rolled a 5.
Does it look like it's made to be half of a mask?
It looks like it is a clean cut, like it's been cut in half on purpose, you know, kind of thing.
Maybe you should find the other.
You do see right where the nose goes. If you can imagine, I'll even just draw it on the screen. I can do that with the annotation.
Oh yeah.
So you can imagine the mask, got the beard down here. And then there's like a slot where the nose goes, and it's open where the eyes are.
Oh, that's creepy.
Interesting.
That's kind of what the shape of it looks like.
I guess identify on it.
You're gonna use a charge from your bag of holding that lets you cast identify.
Wait, I told him you don't have to do that. I had the spell.
Well, you cast identify on it. You cast identify on it. However, identify, it doesn't really. It's not a magic item necessarily.
Oh.
Wouldn't identify tell you like if it's magical?
Well, I'll say this: you do detect, kind of like a detect magic style, a bit of magic kind of aura around it, but it itself, identify, does not identify any sort of magical boon that it would give you. It doesn't do anything as far as you can tell. It does have some sort of magic on it though.
I wonder if it's like a need to find both halves kind of thing.
Potentially.
I'm gonna look at the potion vial, see what it is.
Okay. You lift up the vial and kind of look at it. It doesn't have a tag on it or anything like that. You could do, say, let's see, what kind of check would be? Let's say a nature check.
Nature?
Yeah, a nature check. Or we'll say nature or survival, whichever one you want is better.
Survival, I got +4.
Okay, do that.
I just got upset.
You're not sure what it is.
I'll try nature.
You can't do, once you do a check, it's done.
Can Renaer try?
You can roll nature or survival, or you can say if someone assists you with something, you can roll with advantage.
Well, can Renaer assist me?
Yes, he can assist you.
So I can roll again and take the 27.
So you look at it at first, you're like, I'm not really sure what this is. Renaer comes up and goes, oh, I know what that is. Renaer identifies it as a vial of anti-venom.
Ooh, of what?
Just an anti-venom.
Oh, so it can anti-venomize anything?
Maybe.
Wait, it's probably for the snakes. Maybe the snakes are poisonous. We didn't say anti-venom for the snakes. That makes sense, right?
Yep, talk a little bit slower. All right, so you've got half of a bronze mask in the shape of an old man and a vial of anti-venom. The vampires go, I guess you can take it since you found it, but technically it belonged to us, I suppose.
Well, I'll fight you for it.
No, it's fine. We have a new
yeah, just be sure that you push down on that seat with something. Otherwise the snakes will get you.
Yeah, those snakes are a problem. But remember that.
Like have a stick. Like why don't you just have a stick on it all the time, and then when it resets, the stick automatically makes it set.
Okay. So Bortar kind of walks back up to you. And he goes, the Undertakers and I we come to an agreement. Once they can stay here, and once our tribe makes our way up here, once of course we have to get through the Xanathar outposts, I guess. We clear those out first.
Oh, we'll help you with that too.
Oh, that would be very wonderful if you could help.
Don't be just okay.
But once we are
offering stuff for nothing.
Once we get up here and able to establish ourselves, they can be here as entertainment for those who come through. We're already starting our market, and having an entertainment venue is even better.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe people will be coming to this underground dungeon for a night out one day. And the vampires are very excited about the prospects of having a audience to perform for every night.
Well,
I tell the blue one, I'm sorry about the javelin in your chest thing.
Oh, it's understandable. I look like a vampire. I'm pretty good at my makeup.
Whatever the skeleton is, do any of its bone parts do anything?
For the throne?
Could be cells? No, the skeleton.
The doppelganger skull you already have?
No, the big skeleton. This.
Oh,
I think he's asking, does the wyvern bones, are they worth anything?
Oh, he said, oh no, they're far too old and brittle. They've just crumbled. And Haruri says, "Oh yes, those were here when we got here. We're not really sure. We assumed that perhaps the Mad Mage had some sort of wyvern trap with encased in a large globe of crystal one day, but it has apparently been dealt with a long time ago."
Well, I think if you're going to have an audience, you might want to clear out the glass.
Oh yes, we're going to start practicing much more fervently now and clean this place up. Get some chairs in here, some seating. See, I told you, she's like talking to all the vampires. I told you, we keep practicing, good things will happen. And they're like, yeah, you're right. And the flesh golem goes, "Oh, yeah." Just kind of nods.
What's the deal with him?
Oh, he stumbled up here from the lower levels one day and he just took a liking to me and just followed me around. So he's a good bodyguard.
I imagine so.
I would imagine a flesh golem would be a good bodyguard. They
keep the Xanathar away. The flesh golem keeps the Xanathar away. They don't really know how to deal with this thing. He's a pretty good fighter whenever scrapes happen. He's also really good at being our villain.
Oh, I imagine. Although, would a flesh golem be a villain against vampires?
Well, the vampire is just for our Undertaker thing. We can probably get rid of that now. They start kind of wiping off makeup and stuff.
Yeah, you probably don't need a
What's all these other rooms? You've been here a few months. I'm sure you've explored around.
Oh, sure. And she points to this southwestern door on the other side of the stage. Because that leads to my room, and that door here in the corner, that leads to our kind of conference room where we plan and write. We have a lot of writers on staff here. Now to the north, though, I will warn you, that way is kind of beyond our territory. It gets into some dangerous stuff up there. We tend to stay away from there, spiders and things.
Sounds like
and you can see as you look at this door up here at the top, it is barred. Has a big, like a couple boards kind of nailed up to keep the door closed on the side.
Sounds like an adventure.
Well, this appears to have worked out really well. I really appreciate your intervention in this matter. If you like, I will uphold my end of the bargain. I'll lead you to the stairs to level 2 whenever you want.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was hoping I could explore a bit, but I'm gonna well, George, do you want to go try to help the Xanathar stuff? With the Xanathar stuff?
Yeah, but man, a closed barred door sure is enticing.
Haria, she looks at you and goes, if you want to handle whatever's back there, that's obviously will make this place safer for us.
And for the audience.
Yeah, let's at least take a look.
So the other vampires, they kind of help you take off the boards covering the door, and they promise they won't board you in, you know. You know, they say just knock on the door 3 times and we'll let you in, you know, we'll know it's you, kind of thing. As the Borktar says, well, if you don't mind, I think I'm going to continue to hash out the deal here, make sure this is all solid. And when you come back through, I'll lead you to level 2.
Well,
sure. Don't forget to negotiate for our finder's fee.
Okay, I will do that.
What's a finder's fee?
It's basically like a little bonus for bringing someone together like this. Yeah, that was more of a stumble upon thing.
As the lightning elemental makes its way through the room, they all go, whoa! Like, this creature kind of slides through the crowd of zombies as they kind of look.
Special effects.
Vampires, and they all think, can we do that? Are we able to do this? Do we need to hire this guy? Creak open this door that's been blocked for a while now. And you see in front of you, in the pitch darkness, there's no light back here. In this room here, well, I didn't mention it, but there are like hanging sconces and things that are lit torches, lighting this area where the undertakers are. But this hallway opens up into darkness, and you can see statues kind of lined up in front of you in this long hallway that extends both directions, east and west.
Or the statues up?
The statues look like a kind of typical knight, kind of humanoid armor, knight in shining armor kind of thing with like kind of a shield, kind of stone statues. They're both facing inward, so they're facing each other, and down this hallway.
I would.
Is that giant spider there doing anything?
You do see a long dead giant spider there on the ground. All the legs kind of curled up, and it's kind of decomposing and such.
I like. I cast light on my staff of power.
You have light, so you can see now 40 feet. I think I even put a outer glow. There we go. So Draken's character now has you see that, a radius of light that moves around with him.
Neat.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Especially since we only have that on most of the time.
So I can see how far it actually goes. All right, you step into the hall. So,
is my dark vision still nerfed?
It currently is, yes. I'll let you know if it ever isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so your dark vision extends half the distance that it normally does.
Yeah, what is that? Dungeon, Alistair playing tricks on you?
I don't know. It's kind of weird though. I feel like I just need glasses or something.
So the hallway extends both directions. Which way would you like to go?
Well,
first I want to look at these statues.
Okay. They're pretty much the ones that you can see around you anyway, and they extend into the darkness to the east. To the west, they kind of stop there, as you can see on the map. You can see the cobwebs are covering the ceiling in the room. The statues, like I said, are facing inward, facing each other. They're made of stone. There's lots of them. They're all on top of pedestals. They all have nameplates, but the nameplates and the features have all been long chipped away. There's nothing really to glean there.
Are they identical?
Pretty much, yeah. They're all identical.
Could I possibly read one?
No, there's nothing to read.
That's something I forget what the name of the food is.
I thought we go east.
Okay.
I agree. I want to see what the statue.
And go along with the statues, away from the giant dead spider.
Oh,
So
yeah,
heading this direction.
like it's just facing you. Just
Into
like
the darkness. You get the door from the Undertaker's closes behind you.
Now I'm like, that door just makes it way more creepy.
Now you're in pitch darkness.
Wait, like,
There's a passage there
ooh,
leading south.
statues. Who would even do that?
And the hallway continues east. All statues continue. Just continue to line their way. You do see at the edge of your vision there, we'll say, although it's probably a little bit beyond where you actually could see, there is a door there.
Well, so far those sealed doors have been old vampire territory. So I would, we don't have to do what I do, but I vote north.
This hall extends south this direction.
Well, the one south can't go that far. So it
Yeah.
might just be like a room we could just check out real quick.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Unless we take the curve.
Unless it curves weird and
So start heading this direction.
or goes down.
I have to look over my my monitor to see the big screen that I have set up.
Oh, then there's another. Oh, that's tiny. That can't be too big.
You do see this long
Yeah.
extending hallway ends in a door.
Let's see what's on the other side.
How many years left for traps first?
Okay.
With his sleight of hand. That trap.
Checking for traps is the recommendation. Renaer kind of steps forward
And how come he's good at that?
using your light.
15.
Okay, he kind of looks the door over, and kind of looks at around the hinges and the doorknob and such, doing his usual inspection. He says, he gives you the thumbs up. I think we're okay.
George, you can barge in if you want.
All right, I will calmly open the door.
And throw a javelin.
Barge in.
I'm
Yeah. No, you gotta wait for the guy to pretend to be stabbed to throw in the javelin.
What's in it?
All right, you open this door. The door squeals on these hinges, and you open into this a relatively small 10-foot square room. The ceiling is a bit higher than the other usual rooms, about say 15 feet high above you. And the room itself appears to be reversed. You look up and you see a floor with a rug and a fireplace on the side, lit with fire upside down. You see it's casting shadows into the room here, and you see upside down bookshelves teeming with what looks to be ancient books. And you see some of them kind of float through the air, like this, just kind of these books and things kind of floating through. And you see a high back.
This 10 by 10 foot.
Yep. You see this high backed chair affixed to the ceiling in front of the fire. And you see floating through the air in front of you is half of a bronze mask.
Ooh, grab it.
I can levitate.
It floats right within arm's reach.
Oh,
Yeah, grab it.
Okay, you reach out
Grab it.
and grab the half bronze mask. Again, you look at it as it floats close to you, as it kind of like taunting you, like it's almost like it's looking at you as it floats right by your face or within arm's length. And as you reach out and grab it, the apparent illusion of the room vanishes. Everything's gone. This is an empty space. However, you still hold in your hand that half of the bronze mask.
woo!
Interesting. And you wanted to go north.
You hear this kind of
Oh no, never mind.
the light from the fire blinks out, and only the light from Draken's staff is currently in your dark vision. Is currently makes it visible.
I'm kind of like
All right, so let's hold off putting these things together for now.
It's going to be another Stone of Galore where you never put the eyes in. Okay.
Well, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
It can kill us.
Then we roll a new character.
No, thank you.
Put them together.
All right, you get both halves,
Jim Carrey style.
snap them together, and the scene between the two kind of seals up, and they merge together and meld together into one bronze mask, eye holes, old man beard, and it works. That's it.
I don't definitely want to be on right now.
Nothing else happens.
Now cast Identify.
Okay, use another charge on your bag of holding.
I can do that.
The Identify spell does not reveal any sort of magical property other than that it has the aura of magic imbued within it, but it doesn't do anything.
I'm just gonna put this thing on.
No.
All right, you put it on your face,
You're dead.
and as you look through the eye holes and you kind of look around, almost like you're wearing VR goggles or something, but everything looks normal. Your dark vision's the same as it was, still nerfed.
Well, I told you, go to,
And you take it off, and nothing bad seems to have happened to you. It's not stuck to your face or something.
wait, I know. Put it on and go to the statues.
It doesn't adhere to your face. You'd have to like hold it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go to the statues and I'll put it on. Try it.
All right.
I think that might be a good
You
idea.
walk back up here. You put it on and look around, and everything still looks the same.
This we might need more clues.
North.
All right, yeah, so I put it in bag of holding.
Okay, it goes into your bag
Let's go
of
north.
You got a bronze mask.
Yeah, further east.
Okay.
See if there's anything before we go through this door.
As you get in front of this door, another long dead giant spider sits in the hall, startles Draken for a moment as he sees it enter his light range. But the hall does seem to continue almost infinitely, just statues, the same statue again and again and again. You have to like look back and make sure you're still making progress.
Can I try it on?
Sure.
With your long Dragonborn snout, as you place it on the
Does
snout,
it not fit?
it doesn't really fit the shape of your face. It's kind of built for more of a humanoid head.
Can I take it off and say, I was thinking the spider would do something.
Before we go up into this door, check it out. I want to go look at this spider corpse.
Okay.
What I'm looking for is anything that would give us information on what kind of spiders are around here. Any trying to get any advantage you can if we have to fight one.
Yeah, and you have meanwhile been seeing wet cobwebs all throughout the ceiling. This hallway is about 20 feet tall and domed and kind of arched, I should say, above you.
Oh, then we'll continually be looking up then.
Yep. And this spider, it appears to be kind of your typical giant spider, if you were to think of it in sense of Dungeons and Dragons. It's a typical, there's nothing necessarily special about it. It doesn't seem like it's glowing blue or anything like that. You want to do like a nature check? And
yeah.
I'll help. Like the
15.
So Draken's assisting if you want to roll again for advantage.
And still 15 is best.
Okay. Well, 15 gives you enough information to realize this is a giant spider, the kind that you very regularly will hear about finding in your typical dungeon and abandoned places. It has a few crossbow bolts jabbed into it that are old and rotten from a long time ago, having been used against it when it was alive.
So can I look, what I'm looking for is like does it have like a weak spot?
Cutting off the legs, you can imagine, would hamper their movement. Their underbellies, which they usually will keep protected by standing upright, of course, and kind of blocking with their large 8 legs and their mandibles. Their underbelly is probably their softest spot to hit. Just judging on how much the decomposition does seem to concentrate in the softer areas of the creature. The harder outer shell remains relatively hard, although molded, while the stomach and abdomen is kind of rotted away. But as far as what you know about these kinds of creatures, there's not any sort of like actual weakness to anything in particular. It's just anything will hurt it that normally hurts something.
Okay. I want to see like how hard the leg is to break.
Okay, so you reach out and grab one of these. Again, this spider has been here rotting a long time.
Yeah, so it's not going to be quite accurate.
Yeah, you would imagine it's been here for probably months. And it snaps pretty easily. And as you kind of hold it firmly in your grip kind of crunches down into the kind of chitin and whatever you want to call that material of the leg itself. It kind of crunches it as you grab it. It's pretty old and brittle.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be quite a true test, but like if I still wouldn't be able to break it now, then it'd be definitely an issue. Okay. You want to check out this door, Draken? Or Renaer?
After Renaer check for traps.
Yeah, you can do an investigation check for traps. 12? He looks around this door and he says it's good. No problem.
Yeah, it's probably fine. All right, we hear anything?
Perception.
Ooh, cool.
22.
9.
So you hear nothing.
All right.
Wait.
Let's ease this door open. We need to get some like WD-40 in here or something.
What does that mean?
WD-40 to keep the hinges from winding.
Yeah, these are old doors.
It's basically like a grease.
I know I used to have oil.
All right, as you enter this room, this opens up to the right, to the east, into a larger 20-foot wide space. And you do notice it gradually slopes down toward the north.
Oh. I wonder if there's another way down to the second level.
There's not a staircase per se, but it does slope downward.
Well, if it sloped down enough, we're going to end up in the second level.
Okay, it does continue to kind of snake around a bit.
You want to keep going, or you want to go back and check out that hall more?
You can choose. I don't want to be whatever I want. I'm getting working.
I'm just asking your opinion. It's fine.
Oh,
Let's keep going a little bit.
Okay. Continues. Again, kind of snakes around a bit until you do come to a staircase.
I'm not going to the second level right now. Is it going up or down?
It is going up.
Never mind.
What?
So this is not.
It is
I'm not expecting that.
It is a short staircase.
So it's not going to the dungeon of the. So it's not on the second level. Okay.
It just leads a short little distance up to another bit of hallway that says it snakes back to the south.
Really? Okay.
So the ground slopes down, and then just staircases back up.
Yeah. So this large room here is sloping downward toward the north. It kind of goes around, and then a little bit of a staircase going up. All right, you make your way up the little staircase.
What is that?
It's ominous, whatever it is.
You find a statue in a room.
Like, what is
Statues.
What is that?
So this room here, this room is a
Trap.
15-foot high domed ceiling. It's domed, and in the middle of the room, it's 30 feet high. So it domes up pretty high into a large arch in the center. And then the ceiling, that domed ceiling, seems to be filled with acid suspended above you. Kind of like that room was you saw earlier, how it was, the gravity seemed to be reversed. This gravity, this pool of acid is above you, suspended in this domed ceiling above you.
Okay, pause for 1 second. I want to swap out the gem in my shield to an onyx.
Okay, it'll take you a minute to do that, but you can definitely do that.
I'm definitely doing that.
Okay.
Give me some.
Hey, I'll let you handle that.
All right, so within
Give me some acid resistance.
in the room, you see an 8-foot tall statue of a Sahuagin. Sahuagin.
Check its mouth
It's the
again.
same thing we got the candle. All right.
And in the center of the room, and it's clutching in its hands a box, and it is covered in cobwebs.
Take the box. Sorry.
Just take the box. Yeah. As you stand at a safe distance, right? I'm going to stay away back here. You take the box. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So it's holding a box.
It's holding a box.
Solution.
Okay. Is the head on the right way?
The head is on the right way, yes. It's not reversed or anything like that. What, Joey?
Okay.
Mage hand.
Mage hand?
Yeah, solution. Grab the box with mage hand. Well, after this knock.
Let's see. Mage hand can be a plan B.
Okay.
Once we take a look here.
Renaer goes,
Okay, so it's holding a box.
yep, it's holding the box out like this. Renaer says,
Okay.
should I look and see if the box can be opened if it's locked? Without
How about we look and see if there's any kind of trap on the box, like that's holding the box.
Renaer looks up, and Melannor looks up, and they say, I think there's a trap in here somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, forget about opening the box right now. Let's see if there's like a hinge on the hands or something.
Okay.
Or the arms?
Well, how about you do an investigation check, and you can do it with advantage as Renaer assists you.
Oh,
All right. All right, so that's a 12.
Okay. So you inspect the box, and the box is definitely locked. Okay. It does have a hinge on the box itself. It opens like you would expect a box to open. It has a clasp in the front where a keyhole resides. The statue itself seems to be fully intact. There's no hinges or screw heads or anything like that on the statue itself. And above you is a pit of acid.
So,
what they're worried about.
so this pit of acid. So this describe this again. So this room is big domed area.
Big, yeah. If you can imagine, the walls go up 15 feet above you, the 15 feet tall walls, and then they dome upwards another 15 feet to a 30-foot pitch in the middle of the room. And that domed space is filled with acid.
So pretty much you get a 15-foot.
You can look up at it and you can imagine that acid is about 5 feet deep, we'll say, in that domed area above you.
That would like kill you. That would like disintegrate you pretty much. Like,
You okay?
Yeah. pretty much you get disintegrated.
The walls
Okay.
are clear as far as you can tell without doing any other kind of investigation. The statue is of a Sahuagin, the fish creature. While this icon here has a staff in its hand, it actually does not have that staff. It has a box.
Yeah, I figure, even though it's kind of distracting. Okay, is there anything that looks like it would like rupture the glass?
Well, there's no glass.
Like that would spring up.
Are you being?
Well, how's this acid up there then?
It seems to be suspended magically above you, similar to that room you saw earlier. Remember how the fireplace and the rug and stuff in the bookcase was all on the ceiling as if it was reverse gravity? That's what's above you right now, is a open.
I'll put the mask on.
Okay. You put the mask on. You look at the statue. You look up. Nothing's changed.
We haven't found a key or anything.
We did. You found a key. You found a nice.
No. We found a key?
Yeah. You take it.
You found a dwarf figure with a key on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
That probably.
I don't know if that's going to be the chance of that being this key or slim, but we could try it.
Well, before, I would like to just say that Mage can take it over here. How acid splashing 5 feet on you?
Yeah, well, I'm worried about with the mage hand. I'm not worried about the acid splashing on the mage hand. I'm worried about the acid destroying whatever it is we're trying to get to anyway.
I'm not worried about the acid. I'm saying that the mage hand can take it. So you don't get covered in acid.
Yeah, I get that. Is the floor sloping still?
No, this floor does seem to be flat. When you got up the stairs, it flattened out, but down the stairs, that whole area sloped. You can imagine this area that you're in now is essentially level with where you were before, but this sloping area took it down and now you're back up.
Why the slope?
Melannor kind of looks up at the acid, kind of looks back down the hallway, and he says, I imagine if this acid were to fall, it would fill this hall, but then because of the sloping floor, it would not continue into the Hall of Statues.
Ah, makes sense. Is there any kind of inscription anywhere or anything like that?
Nope. It
It's
is
just a Sahuagin.
Yep, it is a stone box. Now the box itself, I will say, is not a part of the statue. You looking at it, you can imagine you could potentially wrench it off with the statue if you really tried.
Well,
Okay. I want to go ahead, Joey.
well,
Try to do something crazy and stupid.
it's not. What I was going to say is,
Sit up.
What?
Sit up.
I got all these magic items and stuff. Or bet something would, like, how come it would? Oh yeah, it would go down the stairs. I'm like, wouldn't the stairs block it? But what I'm trying to think is like, you got the acid resistance already. So what I thought is that if everybody without acid resistance went back to the statue area, and if Melannor or I had any spells that could give you extra resistance to it, you could get the box.
Well, let's see here. So I got the acid resistance. And let's see. If this is considered a spell, I would have double resistance. I don't believe this would be considered a spell.
This is just literal acid.
Wait, I gotta
Yeah.
So if it would go 5 feet, it would keep burning because it's 5 feet down now. But what if he was 5 feet up in the air? You would only hit it once, right? If he was,
I have a better idea.
I have levitate. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Why don't y'all go back to the entrance,
Okay.
and I'll do my crazy, stupid idea.
Don't die.
What's your crazy stupid?
And if I die, I die.
Oh,
Okay.
I got a diamond.
All right.
So you have your dark vision now.
I have my dark vision. I'm thinking still. Protection from poison, long protection from acid. All right. What I want to do is go up to the statue,
okay,
and pull out that candle of anti-light, whatever.
Yeah.
And light it.
Okay. So you light the candle.
Yes.
I think I know what you're doing.
Okay.
You're in the complete darkness.
With this candle lit, I want to try to wrench the box away and hightail it down that hall as fast as I can. Dashing.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. He's
With my shield over my head.
So you fumble in front of you. So first of all, where's the candle? Are you holding it with one of your hands?
I'm holding it. I have a third hand, don't you know that?
Do you need my help? I got Mage hand, but it can only go 30 feet away from me.
Yes, I'm holding it with my shield hand, like holding the shield and the candle.
Your shield, and you're holding the candle with that hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have one free hand.
Yeah.
Okay. I need
to wrench that box off.
I need you to do an athletics check then. First of all, you fumble with your right hand up and you find the box. You kind of pat it. And you can kind of reach around. You can't see it at all.
Right.
The way you can't see the door behind you either.
Right. I'm going to have to guess.
Okay.
This is a bad idea. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So you rolled athletics?
No.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
I heard a dice roll.
Oh, you're gonna kill him.
That was then we talked about the stuff. Hold on. Blow the candle out.
All right, blow the candle.
I'm thinking.
That would be better.
Can I see the stairs?
Well, your dark vision goes 30 feet. So that'd be from there to there. Yeah, you can make out the stairs in the darkness, right at the edge of your vision.
Okay. Different plan.
Okay.
What I want to do is
Take your turn.
hold on 1 second. What I want to do is wrench that box out and at the same time cast Misty Step.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a really good.
So first of all, to wrench the box out, do an athletics check.
Okay. Why is it athletics and not strength?
Because you're pulling it out.
Oh,
Okay.
minus is 15 or 32.
That is this was a 22. If you want to use my first roll, it'll be a 14.
22.
All right, we'll use your 22, but for now on, don't roll again if you already rolled once.
Well, I mean, I rolled it, then we started talking about stuff I didn't know.
Okay, so you're 20.
14.
Huh?
We use the 14, that's fine.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, 14. So you reach out with both hands. You grab a hold of this box, the stone box within this hooligan statues. I can't say it without saying I was a hooligan. I found like a street fighter. Hooligan. All right, so you pull and you can feel like it could give, but it's not moving.
Okay.
Do you need help?
You kind of brace yourself for what you feel like would be the inevitable acid splash, but nothing happened. You hear calling down the hallway, Draken's voice. You need any help?
Elemental can help. I can make another one.
Let me go back over your options here. So you can wrench it out, perhaps, although you tried that and failed. You could potentially pick the lock on the box with Renaer, with his thieves' tools. There are spells like the knock spell, which opens things. You could also try the keys you have if you have any. You have that one key. I don't know if you have any other keys. And then let's see. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. But you guys are the players, though.
I think we should try that key that we found.
All right. I guess y'all could come on back then. My strength failed me.
So you call them all back. They all come back down the hall and meet you out here. Then Melannor goes, didn't work?
No, I couldn't get it off.
Ah, it does look pretty firmly attached. Renaer pulls out his hot picks. Want me to give it a go?
Well, we found a key. I was hoping maybe that would work.
All right, let's try the key first.
So you take the dwarven figurine you found from Uktarl's room, and that dwarven kind of carved mosaic on the wall. You pulled that dwarf figure out. You stick the key in the lock, and click, it opens.
Oh.
I was not expecting it to work.
The stone box hinges open, and inside you see a beating heart.
Ah.
It's just there. It's all gooey and is beating. Inside this box.
Whose heart is this?
You don't know.
I mage hand it, I guess. I don't really want to
So
touch
Dragon
it.
casts Mage Hand and come and this still beating heart kind of rises up in front of you. Just in front of you there.
I think we can further inspect this once we're not in a pool past it.
I'm wondering if we should have tossed this into the acid. Creepy.
What? Oh, well, it's gotta be there for a reason, I think.
You notice as the little box had opened, that the box itself does appear to be lead lined.
What does that mean?
It means you would not have been able to cast detect magic to see what was inside. It would have blocked that.
Well, we can. Well, but we could identify.
True.
Depending how many charges you got left in that thing.
I got one more. All right, cast identify.
Okay.
Wait, let me make sure that this thing isn't going to like explode if it runs out of charges.
I do think that it's crazy creepy.
3 charges. No, it just gains 1d3 at dawn. Okay, yeah. Identify.
All right. So as you reach out and grasp the heart, because you have to touch the cast identify.
Oh, let's get all the acid pull. Out of the acid pull.
You want to do this now or later?
I'll do it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reach out and grab and kind of grasp a hold of the beating heart. The mage hand kind of releases as you take it, and it's still warm and slick, and it kind of beats in your hands. You can imagine what a surgeon would do. And you cast identify. And you understand, the understanding of what the heart does fills your mind. And it says, once you attune to this heart, you gain 1d10 temporary hit points after a long rest. And you can ask the heart a question and receive an answer, because it is sentient.
What does that mean?
It will speak to you.
What?
And if you refresh your inventory on D&D Beyond, you'll find an item called the Heart of a Champion.
All right. This whole setup is just weird.
I'm gonna say, I say let's go ahead and do the hallway thing.
How would you even attune to this thing?
You can do that over a short rest, like a 30-minute period.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, do you just like hold it, like you have it, or you're attuned to it?
When you
just sit there and have a conversation.
you're kind of like studying it and kind of, pondering it in your mind, and that's the kind of this attunement process as it kind of adheres to you or binds itself to you. In any case, the statue in front of you remains a statue. The stone box in front of you remains open, and the acid above you remains above you.
Unbelievable. That is.
Why?
Who's to say you would have found that?
Hey, yeah, I want to ask Renaer, like, if can he see any traps in the box that would have gone off if we had tried to like force them?
Yeah, with the box being open like this, it's much easier to kind of see that sort of detail. So he kind of peers in the box and looks at the key mechanism and how it's attached and such. And he says, yeah, if I were to try to lockpick this thing and success or not, that acid would have fallen.
How?
Magic.
Really? All right. Well, cool. So we
Didn't die.
interesting. Can you take the box with us?
I'll give you another go at wrenching it off if you'd like.
I mean, it's lighter now, right?
Not by much.
hard
It's still a stone box attached, or not, or hell.
All right, let's try it again. I rolled a 14 again. Forget it.
I'm getting out of here.
Would you like someone to assist you and get advantage?
Technically, I think that was advantage.
That's true. I'll give
nah, let's not worry about it.
Okay. All right. So you have your still beating heart. Are you just tuck it in the bag, or what you want to do?
Yeah, take it in the bag. I'm gonna put the dwarven key back in there too.
All right. You pull the dwarven key out and toss it in the bag as well.
I don't know what we'll use it for, but I'm a hoarder.
You're a D&D player.
That's kind of why I wanted the box. That's kind of why I wanted the box. I have that option.
Yeah, a lead line box is pretty valuable.
And especially since we got the key, that'll be like.
And we might be able to like redirect that trap to something else.
Melannor and Draken, roll Arcana, please.
With my +2 of 11.
Oh wait, I'm Melannor now.
Yep, you're Melannor now.
I get 11 because
You're 11.
not that much Arcana expert.
All right, you don't get a +1. Come on, Melannor.
I get plus
15.
Okay.
You were better than me.
Melannor kind of, as you're kind of getting ready to leave, Melannor kind of stops and pauses and looks back, and he kind of shakes his head like, oh, okay.
What were you thinking?
What?
I just thought I felt something kind of in that corner over there, and he kind of points over here to the northeast corner of the room, but I don't see anything. It was very faint.
I'm gonna go check for secret doors. There's like total silence. I'm going to wand.
Draken's like, rah! He runs over there. Whoa, where is it? Where is it?
No, I don't. I have wand a secret. Last charge for the day.
Your last charge of the day.
Of the day, yes.
All right. You break out the wand of secrets, and go, you tap it on the wall there, and it kind of vibrates, and sure enough, it points forward, and you have found a secret door.
I'm gonna go in.
As you slide the door open, there in this empty 10-foot space, you see this orb floating in the air in front of you. This is kind of this mote of energy, kind of amorphous, blobby looking shape, just kind of glowing green as it floats there in front of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Mage hand handle that.
All right, you cast your Mage Hand cantrip, and as it kind of reaches forward, the orb kind of spins around. You see an eye looking out at you, and this thing's about the size of a large grapefruit.
I say,
it kind of looks at you with this scrying eye.
I say hello.
As you say hello to it, it kind of blinks and it's gone.
I Mage hand it. Try to do that again.
It's gone. The little floating orb of an eye has vanished.
Wait, the floating orb has gone?
Yeah, the room itself is empty.
Missed it. I'm gonna search the room for anything else.
It is an empty, cobweb-filled closet of nothing, except for that floating eye.
I'm gonna come out and say that I found a secret door, and if you ever see a weird green orb thing, expect to have a giant eyeball on it.
Wonder if the eye and the heart belong to the same person.
Probably.
Maybe we'll keep going. We'll have a whole set.
Ugh. Well, Wand of Secrets is on for like half an hour or something. I'm not sure how long.
Yeah, no more Wand of Secrets charges for now. Make your way back to this hallway of statues. The lightning elemental coming up behind. Back the way you came, or continue into the darkness?
Pretty sure Doris wants to continue into the darkness.
Yeah.
All right. Start continuing this direction.
As I have Wand of Secrets out and still on. Door.
There is a door right there.
We almost missed it.
I almost missed it. I'm the one.
Door.
You see a door right there. That's true.
Door.
All right, you head down this hallway.
Door.
Draken's light continues to shine into this larger open space.
Whoa, big room. Whoa, what is that?
Weapon racks. Weapons. I run in, grab all the weapons I can. Let's get it.
All right, you see a bunch of cobbled together weapon racks in a state of rot and disrepair. The door in the south has an axe embedded into it.
A nice axe.
It seems like a regular mundane axe, nothing special about it. It's old, but it has been stuck in this door for a long time, as far as you can tell.
Can we open the door?
Yeah, the door is unlocked.
Like the trap dude, checking dude, trap checking.
You find
Yeah.
what looks to be a old sharpening stone, kind of like this thing that you were to pedal with your foot, kind of keep pushing the thing. It spins the stone, and you can sharpen your blades on it. And it's been here for a long time. It's built into the floor.
I pull the axe out of the door.
Okay, it's a regular old hand axe.
Right. I try sharpening it on the sharpening wheel.
Okay, you go to step on the pedal, and it's stuck. It's like just stuck. It can't move. It's just kind of seized over time.
And I like to say that one of the secrets is storm.
No, one of the secrets is that.
I'm gonna check my secret doors.
There's no secret doors.
Okay. So is it like just stuck, like it's just old and
Yeah, it's old.
in disrepair?
It's just kind of seized up. The mechanisms that are under the floor that run this thing just have seized up with age, and pressing down on the pedal, it just doesn't do anything.
Is there like an access pedal to get to the stuff under the floor?
Not really. It's kind of built into the stone floor beneath you. You're not really sure, what kind of mechanism there is down there, but that's where the gears and such are that would be running, that making this thing spin.
I wonder what is down here.
Oh well, I got an axe. That's nice.
Yep.
I'll do it.
I guess not every passageway is going to be some weird, crazy thing.
All right, continue to the east, I assume.
Yep.
So we don't miss any doors.
I'll try to make sure you don't miss any doors.
Door.
The hallway finally ends
Indoors.
in a large double door.
All right, let's go back. Just kidding.
No, okay.
I'm joking. All right, Renaer, do your thing.
Okay. As Renaer approaches, and as he gets within 10 feet of the door, a sudden glowing symbol kind of appears on the door itself. There's a big double door, and you can imagine like a circular symbol stretching across both doors, kind of appearing and glowing on the door itself.
What does that mean?
And Renaer kind of stops as he looks at this glowing symbol.
What does the symbol mean? What would you describe me the symbol?
It just looks like some kind of glyph of some kind. You can imagine like an old Celtic symbol or something like that. It kind of resembles something you'd see, like a hieroglyphic sort of thing in a circular border.
Kind of like one of those, the Gorgon knot or whatever it's called.
Kind of.
I touch it.
You reach up,
run,
walk up to the door, and you touch the glyph, and your hand just kind of passes through the glyph. The glyph itself seems to be floating just a few inches in front of the door itself. And your hand passes through it, and you touch the door, but otherwise nothing seems to happen.
Probably means like warning.
Did you roll Arcana or something?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you roll Arcana.
I guess Melannor could do it too.
16.
Okay.
19.
Good Arcana.
You definitely recognize Melannor and Draken with your abilities in magic. You definitely recognize it as a glyph. It's a rune of some kind, a symbol. and you've never seen this particular symbol before. And usually what these things tend to mean is that if you were to trigger them, something would happen. You're just not sure what in this case.
Maybe we should back up behind some of these statues and you can mage hand the door open.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I'll go behind the one.
I'm not going to worry about moving you around, but just say that you all kind of get behind the statue, you know, and Draken kind of does his thing, and the mage hand just pushes these large double doors open, and as he does so, the glyph flashes.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay.
So I wonder if that was like an alarm glyph or something. Like I wonder if something just got told that we're here.
I need to roll to see who gets targeted. Give me a second.
We're behind statues.
I know.
Yes.
The hand gets targeted.
And also, I have an elemental. This is kind of like that flesh golem for her. It's a bodyguard.
All right. Renaer gets targeted.
Ugh, he got 102 health. He's fine.
So Renaer or Joey, if you could roll for me, roll a D10.
I want to also say that Renaer has resistance to spell damage.
Okay.
Whoa, fancy
Because
dice. He got a 2, but he has fancy dice.
Okay, now roll a D100 for me.
How much damage is he taking? Oh, so it is 100.
You got 100.
Is that good?
All right.
Bad. I got
This
100.
glyph shatters, and these sparkling motes of energy kind of swirl in a pattern and go right to Renaer. And Renaer goes, whoa, 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 you know, as this stuff kind of swirls and hits him, and he just kind of glows for a second. And oh, okay. And he suddenly realizes the information has filled his mind that whenever he hits with an attack, that you can turn that hit into a critical hit
Oh, wow.
anytime for the next hour.
Ooh, I want to do some fighting now.
Once.
Let's go to Xanathar. Oh. Let's go to Xanathar.
So within the next hour, he can turn any hit that he makes into a critical hit one time.
After I do
The
damage.
problem is he has to make a hit.
He does have to hit. You're right.
Yeah.
But anyway, the door is open though. That is what triggered this rune effect. So let me reveal that a little bit.
I just,
That is weird. Why
yeah.
would you have that on a door?
Yeah,
This whole, I mean, why am I sitting here like, oh, this doesn't make sense? Of course it makes sense. The dungeon of the Mad Mage.
This is true.
It's insane.
He's called Mad Mage. I guess maybe he doesn't have an eye and he doesn't have a heart. And he's on his heart and eye.
A massive cavern of a room opens before you.
Sure, we don't want to head back.
There's also a smell starts to reach your noses.
Do I know what it is?
It's a dark room.
What's the spell?
Smells like a farm, like animals or like rotten hay and feed and rot and dusky dampness, and the smell of like if you were at a zoo and you were outside one of the animal pens, kind of like that kind of smell, except stronger.
Oh.
As the door opens.
Can I take the smell away?
You can't press the sensation smell away, no.
Okay.
You enter.
Can we decipher what it is?
I just told you.
Enter.
Like what it's coming from.
All right, as you go in, you hear a voice.
Who is it?
the newest guests of Undermountain. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're supposed to do a show thing.
And with that, a manticore steps out of the darkness and smiles.
Hello?
Yours is a special episode. The Mad Mage expects great things from you.
What does he want us to do? Yeah, it seems like you know so far.
Answer my questions with correct responses, and you may pass. Welcome to the Manticore Den. And it's like, ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. This kind of musical sound happens around you when it fills the cavern.
Oh, I'm gonna say what happened.
And this really faint sound of applause.
Wait, I told what happens if we lose?
Then we eat you. Well, tell them what they win if they win. Tell them what they get if they win, Bob. And another echoey voice from another side of the chamber goes, their lives, of course. Bob, you're so funny. This Manticore's voice has changed suddenly into this obvious kind of game show sort of style.
You're weird.
All right, your first question is, ancient is the realm. On the bones of what civilization is the Mad Mage's dungeon built? Don't take too long to answer now. We're getting hungry.
I don't know what that means.
So you can do a history check to determine what the city of Waterdeep was built on.
Okay, history check. What's the blue dot mean?
The blue dot?
Blue dot. Because
it means you are proficient because of something that happened.
Well, I rolled a 11.
11, right?
Renaer rolled a 22.
22.
So I think Renaer can answer.
Renaer goes, oh, I know. Oh, this.
Good, because I just rolled a 2.
The rogue in the front. The tasty looking rogue. Well, yes, what's your answer? And then Renaer goes, well, I do know from, my history books and when I was in school that Waterdeep was built on a dwarven realm, the underhills of Melannor or something like that, and that, if you need that was built on top of the ruins of an elven kingdom. I forget what the name of. That's good enough. Good job. Round 1 completed. Another crowd cheers around you erupts.
How many rounds are there?
Oh, that's for me to know and for you to find out. Oh, round 2. How much blood is in a dwarf's body? You can do a medicine check if you'd like to determine what that would be.
16 for Renaer, and for Draken,
okay.
Draken doesn't know anything so far.
I rolled a 4 for me.
How about Melannor?
3.
Renaer goes.
Wait, no. 7. Sorry, I was looking at mine still. 7.
Renaer has a 16.
Renaer goes. This might seem weird, but I do know this answer. Dwarves are shorter and stockier than us humans and half-orcs, of course. They're about 6 liters of blood or so. Ho ho! We got a smart one here, the Manticore says, and again the crowd kind of goes wild. All right, question 3. Let's have someone else get a chance to answer, friend. Which mortal race makes for the gamiest of meat?
What check?
You can do a perception check if you'd like.
Perception check? Okay. I got a 16, and that's because I rolled a 1? I don't know why. It's saying I just... Oh, my...
Melannor rolled an 11.
10. For some reason. Oh, no. Here automatically gets a 10.
Natural 20!
All right. So this is George. Got the natural 20.
Yes.
Yeah,
So George,
just because I happened to have been on Melannor first.
George, your arms across, looking at this like, really? Is this what we're doing right now? And you kind of look at the manticore as it kind of like it licks its lip a little, lips a little bit as it eyes Draken, and you go. And so your answer was
Dragons, dragon kind, whoever it is.
You're like
Dragonborn,
and the manticore kind of looks at you. Just kind of snarls a little bit and goes, "Fine." And again, the crowd, and he goes, "Stop that." All right, fine. This one's a riddle. Always hungry am I. Always I must be fed. The finger I lick will soon turn red. What am I?
A manticore.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
He kind of laughs a bit. That's true. Okay, I'll give it to you. We were looking for fire, but yes, that's true. All right. Next question. And I'd like everyone to roll a perception check real quick for me.
Okay. This is Renaer, who apparently can. 16.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Draken,
Melannor got a 19.
it's a 5.
Okay.
Went from 20 to a 1 in 2 rounds.
16.
All right. Renaer kind of looks off to the sides a little bit, and he notices there are other manticores in this room. It's not just this one, and they're all kind of creeping off to the sides, kind of in a flanking maneuver, so to speak.
That's a bit harder. I'm gonna ask
Your next question. You're getting too many of these right. All right, fine. What fungus comes alive and shrieks when it senses other creatures nearby? You can do a nature check.
I get a natural 20, but I get -1.
That's okay, man.
Natural 20. Renaer gets a 17.
Draken, you pipe up, goes, ooh, ooh, shriekers, those mushroom things, they shriek at you. Yep, shriekers. And again, the kind of this illusory crowd goes wild, and the manticore goes, very good. Okay, fine. Here we go. Here's another question for you. The dwarves chipped away at their precious mithril until the drow came with sword and fire. Down went their temples and up went the new. What god do these elves worship? Anyone know this question? And you can do a religion check if you'd like to know what the drow worship.
This is Renaer gets a 13, and Draken gets a 3.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Melannor rolled a 15. Rolled a 1 again.
All right, Melannor. He goes, oh, Lolth, this spider queen. And this manticore, you're some of the smartest adventurers we've come across in a while. No wonder the mad mage chose you.
I asked him.
All right, another question.
I asked him, when are we gonna leave?
We're almost done, I promise. Which among you have the juiciest thigh? You can do insight checks if you like.
Okay.
Probably me, but
I want to say, my passive natural 20.
All right. This is Draken talking.
Yes, natural 20 for
So
Draken.
Draken, you're eyeing this manticore, and you're getting like kind of a little fed up about this game, and George obviously is, but you see the manticore kind of eyeing George a bit whenever he says this comment. So you kind of point at George, and the manticore goes, "Yes, you are. You're so correct." All right, fine. Final question. Which of you would scream quickest for mercy as your guts were knitted into a scarf? Roll initiative.
Maybe Draken. Draken would do that. Did we get it right?
I got a 1.
All
So
right.
3 for this.
Roll an initiative.
If
All
I,
right. 15 for me.
I'm going to kill this guy upright.
10 for Melannor.
Dead.
This Manticore, who's been the host of this show, immediately lunges forward. He's fed up with all of your correct answers.
I'm saying, so is there no way we can win this?
He's not answering any more questions. He rushes right up to Renaer, and he's going to make a multi-attack. So get on Renaer's page, please.
I am on Renaer's page.
First strike with a bite attack at Renaer. He rolls a 25.
Well, that hit.
With disadvantage.
Okay.
With disadvantage. Nice.
Second roll is a 24. Okay.
That's still ridiculous.
He's going to roll to hit, or sorry, his damage, which is 7. 7 piercing damage to Renaer as he bites down. Comes across with a claw attack this time. Is this also at disadvantage?
No, it's a reaction, so I can only do it once.
Okay, this time it is a 9 to hit.
That completely misses.
All right. And then his tail whips around with a tail spike. And he gets a 21 to hit.
He's not really got armor for
All right, for damage, 12 piercing damage with the tail as it strikes into Renaer from above. He goes, think you're so smart, do you?
He got 102 health. He's like, yes.
George's turn.
Yay.
All right.
That's this dude in half.
I'm stepping up. I'm saying, you mean we went through all of those rounds and all your questions for you just to come and attack us anyway? As George is enraged.
All right.
As in, I say you might want to back up. When you
All right. And I am going to divine smite this guy
CB
at 2nd level. Let me see if I help you.
Yes.
24 to hit.
All right, that definitely hits.
All right. So, let me get my dice out. All right. So the regular damage for that is 8 points.
Okay.
Let's see. Then my divine smite. Let me get to it. All right. Seven, 13, 19.
Meanwhile, the crowd's just going wild.
Like half or
The
get
crowd's just cheering.
All right. 23 points of damage
Wow. Big hit.
after the 7.
Okay.
Probably not dead. It looks like a
So George, you step up and your hammer just glows as bright, blinding light in this darkness and just strike down, striking the lion-headed creature across the face, breaking one of his horn tips off. He goes, and snarls at you.
Awesome.
Let's say again.
For my second attack.
Yep.
Oh, you get 2 attacks. I didn't even know that.
Can you fill my water for me?
Yeah. Oh, I need to drink my water.
That's an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right. Do it again.
Another divine smite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. It says 12 regular.
12 regular damage.
13, 20, and 23 more damage.
Wow. Again, the hammer rises up overhead, just bam, smashes down onto the head of this lion creature. His mane just kind of parts and blood splatters all over the two, Renaer and you in front. As he just lets out a giant roar, and his blood kind of pooling out of the corner of his mouth, and he's kind of starting his wings to start to flap a little bit.
Oh, thanks.
You feel like the wind coming across you.
I
as that
actually
happens.
want that to happen.
And that's it. 2 attacks and a bonus action. Oh, wait. He also takes 4 more damage from just the rage.
Range?
Rage.
Oh, rage.
The raging. He
Okay.
gets +2 melee damage.
Right.
So 4 more points of damage there.
Okay. Wait for Joey to come back.
How's he looking?
Oh, he's not happy. He didn't expect it.
Take me off.
He didn't like the game show?
Oh, I liked it fine. George, though, was annoyed that yes.
Okay. From the north of you, you hear a roar of anger, seeing its compatriot getting beat up so. And another manticore goes flying into the air and swoops overhead, flying about 30 feet above you, right at the edge of your dark vision's ability to see. So this thing is flying far, far above, and it whips out tail spikes. Just kind of starts throwing them, like shooting them from its tail.
If this thing is motivated by hunger, I got the fixed problem.
All right, so it is not a beast, it is a monster.
Looks like a beast, and every
So it's going to make
characteristic of a beast.
3 tail spike attacks at Melannor.
That's a change.
First spike is a 16 to hit Melannor. That's you, Ben.
Oh, sorry. I was there. I'm like, okay, 16 to hit.
Yeah,
that misses.
Okay. The second spike, he gets a 25 to hit that time.
That one hits.
And this spike plunges into Melannor's shoulder for 10 points of damage. And a third spike flies through the air like a dart, hitting for 22.
That hits.
And this spike also does 6 points of damage as another spike,
You're gonna kill him.
both upper torso, strikes him from above.
I have a question.
What?
If it comes in a staff of power, can I double it with my spell?
No.
Ah,
And this manticore again is about 30 feet up in the air.
because my big lightning bolt and fireball come from that, and I want to double it.
Renaer's turn. Joey, Renaer's turn.
Renaer's turn.
We'll get used to it.
I know.
Okay. I haven't been one of these in a long time. The first thing I've done is a rogue, but I haven't been done in a long time. I guess he's gonna dagger the manticore.
Breaks out a dagger and stabs.
26.
That hits. I'm assuming you're hitting the one in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, do I get sneak attack?
No.
Then 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And gonna snipe.
I don't think you get sneak attack. How does that work exactly?
Sneak attack. Beginning at first level, you know how to strike someone at a plot.
If you have advantage, I see. So
If you have advantage, or if the enemy is within 5 feet of an opponent, I think.
If another enemy of the target is within, okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, you do get sneak attack damage.
Oh, well then that was 28 damage.
Okay.
And he gets actually 1 tap. I saw
Well, as you plunge this dagger into the throat of the manticore in front of you and slice across.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. However that Cole did,
Taking a cue from Borktar earlier.
like with the doppelganger.
It crumples to the ground in front of you.
His head
kind of lobbing to the side. All right, this manticore has died. Renaer, do you have anything else you want to do? Your turn. You want to move?
Yeah.
You have a flying manticore above you and a dead one in front of you.
I don't think Renaer. Well, Renaer's kind of on the front people, so would he really need to move? He's going to look around and see if there's any more manticores.
He spots one to the south.
No. So for you to say nope, there's no more because you're crazy. Okay, more manticores.
I don't know. I mean, we did kill one in like 1 round.
Well, yeah, but they do a lot of damage. I'm worried about.
All right, which one you're
Dragon
doing? You gonna stay right there?
dying.
Renaer suddenly becomes very protective of Draken. Is that what you're saying?
No. I don't want Dragon to. No, I was thinking the elemental's kind of like a bodyguard, like that fresh flesh bone thing. So no, Renaer would get out of the way since I'm keep queuing that I'm going to do something big.
What are you gonna do? Where's he going? Is he moving or not?
He's moving.
Where is he moving to? To there?
Yeah, I'm trying to have everybody to clear something big. I'm trying
Okay.
to do.
Melannor, Renaer kind of hops back. Melanor's turn.
Oh, well, horrible.
That's you, Ben.
Sorry?
Melanor's turn. Your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually looking to see what all you could do. All right. I am going to. Let's see. She got one flying up there.
Yep.
And he's 30 feet up.
30 feet up. We'll do this.
Oh, then whole monster
Let's
was work.
see. 10, 20, 30. He's also 30 feet away. So that's going to be. Pull out his short bow, I guess.
Okay.
And attack with that.
All right, so he shoots Manticore above.
Natural 20.
That definitely hits. Don't forget what fires that ability.
Crit.
Turn a hit attack.
Hmm?
Oh, is that why it gave us that? Because we're
What was I
doing
talking about?
this.
All right, so he does 5 points of damage, and then how'd you want to do crits now?
I was gonna say double the dice roll. Just re-roll any ones.
Oh, okay. So he rolled a 4, so 8, so 9 points of damage. And then bonus action is going to be Frostbite,
Okay.
which is use Norming Frost to form a 1/1 creature that you can steer its range. Creature must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Of 13.
You got a 17.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So nothing happens apparently.
All right. Any movement he want to do?
That's. Which one is?
Keep the green one.
I don't know. Green one. Let's move like back over here, I guess.
Right back by the door.
I'm probably gonna do that.
All right.
Next to act, coming from the south.
Melannor had like entanglers.
Again, flying about 30, 40 feet up in the air. Just another manticore comes flying in, flinging tail spikes at George. First tail spike comes in, rolled a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Second tail spike, 19 to hit.
That hits.
This is the first level, right?
Yep.
I do not want to go to second level.
8 points of damage as that second tail spike. The first one, you put your shield up as the first one, ding, dong, kind of hits into the shield, and you go, ha! right into the, right into the side of your neck, kind of clipping you is a second tail spike. And then the third one comes flying in. This time, going for a 21 to hit.
That hits.
How much plus is this?
Oh, wait. I get resistance.
Okay,
You
so
did?
you're half your damage then.
Right.
So this was 11.
Yes, I'm 11, so 6.
Half would be 6.
Yeah, because I'm raging, I get resistance to
Yep.
piercing and bludgeoning and all
I
that.
don't remember that. You don't use rage that much. I try to remember how it works.
No, I don't.
All right, he kind of flies in. And he shoots these at you. You kind of flex a bit and doesn't do as much damage as you thought they would. Last is Draken, and then your elemental.
Okay.
Who's still hanging on.
Well, I'm gonna see that one that just came up, and well, can I see any more elementals, or can George?
I mean, manticores.
Yeah, is there any more manticores?
You'll see any others.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to, let's see, I'm gonna roll 15. Can I tell if these would have a good wisdom or not?
You don't know.
Well, so far they seem pretty wise if they know that stuff. So I'm gonna shoot a lightning bolt at one.
All right, which one? North or south?
South.
Okay.
They gotta roll 15 or better
For the dexterity save?
Yeah.
All right, for dexterity, he got 21 on his dex save.
37 damage halved.
So that would be 15 plus
14.
4, so 19 damage. So lightning bolt just
It's supposed to be
flashes
more than that.
and brightens up the entire room for a brief moment.
Do I see any mythicals?
You don't see any other manticores in the entire room, just these, as this lightning bolt strikes against this manticore, who ducks and dives out of the way just enough to not take the brunt of the damage.
Which would have been 37. That would have.
All right, next. Anything else?
Yes. I'm going to shoot a ray of frost up
Okay.
here. And roll a 26
That hits.
and do 5 damage.
5 damage.
What's the fancy new dice you got?
That's just something that came with Tasha's culture.
Yeah, that's fun.
All righty. Anything else you want to do? A move?
Yes. I'm gonna move, like, not even that. I'm like literally going to go behind the door.
Taking away everyone's light as you move back here behind the door.
Oh, they can see a little bit, right?
They're
I
like,
can see.
Renaer goes, whoa, 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 whoa. As Renaer no longer can see
Wait,
the
never mind.
manticores.
Does that lightning elemental not give off some light?
It gives off a little bit, but it's not like a steady light like the light spell.
Well, never mind. Then I go here.
Where are you going instead? Here?
Yeah.
You can see that glow, right? And that's your light. Okay.
I think that's good enough to see. I mean, people can see a little bit.
Okay.
They can't see 30 feet, but yeah.
Top of the
they can
round.
see,
George, it's your turn.
right? Can you see?
There.
All right, so these guys are still flying, right?
Yeah, they're still
No,
flying.
what about my elemental?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. Elemental's turn.
They're
At the end
both
of your turn, the
flying.
elemental can do whatever you want them to do.
So they're both
They're
flying.
both flying, yes. Your elemental can hover but not fly.
I understand. Well, fly is
The air elemental has fly speed.
but you said that this is
This
similar to the lightning.
this is similar, but it will hover.
I know lightning comes from the sky.
All right, so I've spoken.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Okay.
I have spoken. Sit away.
Well, it gotta be 5 feet of range.
I think I found a weakness in your elemental strategy.
I was thinking to shoot something.
All right, are you done then? Is the elemental going to move?
Elemental is going to guard.
He's guarding you. All right.
And
If you'd like to, the elemental can hold its attack in case something gets in range.
yes.
Okay. Now it's George's turn.
Oh, and it gets 2 attacks.
And
All right.
these manticores above you.
I want to rush over here
Okay.
underneath this manticore that's flying 30 feet up.
Yep.
And I want to Misty Step
Okay.
On him?
on him.
Where?
Misty Step, I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see. So I want to teleport to above him. So
All
I
right.
can land on him.
You puff of smoke as you bamf into existence above the manticore and immediately fall onto its back as its wings are flapping and such. And its tail kind of writhes behind you. I need you to do a dexterity save here, or a dexterity check, I should say, to see if you can maintain a riding grip on this manticore.
Come on. 19.
Right, you you grab a hold of its mane and you are riding the manticore. And it's going to try to start bucking you off when it's turn. So what are you going to do?
Okay. So am I like holding on both hands or can I like hit with my hammer?
You can do rodeo style. You're holding on to one hand, hammer free.
Okay, so I'm going to hit him with my hammer.
All right, I'm going to say, yeah, roll.
24.
That hits.
All right, I'm going to Divine Smite. Bam. Let's see here. So that's going to be 10 points of regular damage. And then with my Divine Smite, 8, 16. I just rolled max twice. 23 points of Divine Smite damage.
You're riding this thing, your hammer's glowing like Thor in the wind. And you lay the hammer down on this creature's head right in front of you. You hear the crack. It's like, blah, just like trying to get you off and stuff. And it kind of dips down about 10 feet before it kind of flaps its wings enough to stay in the air.
All right, second attack. That's going to be a 20, not natural.
That hits.
All right, another Divine Smite. So regular damage is 10. 3, 11.
Now your Misty Step. Was
19.
Action? Is that what
Yeah,
you did?
Misty Step has a bonus action.
Yeah, Misty Step's a bonus action.
All right, just checking you're not like using too many actions.
Like your sword thing.
All right,
Bonus action.
Now, I double checked that it was a bonus action before I even tried it.
no problem.
19 points of Divine Smite damage.
All right, your hammer glows again, and you can hear him go, no, wait. You smash it in the skull, and the horns break. It goes right through it, and you just hear a crunching sound, and you just start to dive down. And you're doing a pitching downward as it just starts to come crashing down. He needs to make a athletics check.
I don't know why you did
Can I grab his wings and try to flap him?
You can try.
Natural 20.
All right, as this thing crashes to the ground, you leap off of its back and you do like a roll and stand upright. And it just kind of crashes down behind you with smoke and dust filling the cavern around you, and you're looking really cool right now.
Look over at the next one and say, "You're up."
Oh, wow.
Technically, it's Renaer who's up next.
Oh.
I mean, like you're up as in
I know
he's
what you mean.
next.
Renaer goes, "That was awesome." And then he turns, and now it's his turn.
He's gonna hold his action again until that guy comes down.
All right, he's got his blades out. He's holding his action until he has an enemy in range he can hit. Is he gonna move any?
That's why I'd given him that pistol that time. Just give him a ranged
He
attack.
seems to have not brought it with him.
Yeah.
I look at him like, now do you wish you kept that pistol?
Yeah. All right, is he moving somewhere or is he staying put?
Then put your daggers out.
All right, Melanor's turn in the back here. Ben.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Melannor. Still can't do much. But there only be one left. What can you do? Oh.
White? Did you find white?
Huh? Flight? No. Moonbeam. So let's cast moon. Hold on. Ooh, lightning bolt.
Is this in your book?
All right. So I want to run up here and cast lightning bolt.
Okay. So a dex save, right?
Yeah, dex of 13.
Rolled a 9.
Ooh.
He rolled
All
really bad.
right. So he takes
How did you get? Oh yeah, you rolled.
8d6
Yep.
of lightning damage.
From what?
Once again, the light from this lightning spell fills the cavern for a brief moment as this bolts of energy cascades from Melanor's staff straight at the Manticore, who's so shocked by the display of George as he kills his brethren in a mixture of rage and impressiveness. He's distracted long enough for this lightning to strike him straight on.
All right. 6, 12, 16, 19, 24, 29, 33, 36 points of damage.
This Manticore just takes that lightning bolt straight on, and it just makes out this noise, and it does dip down and touches the ground as it kind of breathes heavily. So it's now on the ground.
Awesome.
Move forward.
All right, so he moved. These are 10-foot squares.
They are 10-foot squares.
All right, so yeah, I moved 1 piece. He's out of range there. All right, so he's gonna shoot him with the bow.
All right, breaks out the bow.
At disadvantage to the range.
Yeah.
So it's 19 or an 8.
It misses. The arrow flies out into the darkness, skittering across the stone floor in the distance.
All right, that's it for Melannor then.
All right, it's the Manticore's turn. Manticore huffing and puffing. He goes, "The Mad Mage doesn't pay me enough for this." And it's going to take off into the air and flies
Can I
away.
shoot something at it? Can I shoot something?
It is your turn next, but he's going to move his full movement. So give me a second here.
How far away is he? Because I got some pretty far range stuff. I think my high say 320 feet away.
He's about this far away. He gets to there. Into the gloom.
How many feet is that?
From you, it is about 50 feet away.
50 feet.
But it's also beyond your ability to see.
Well, I'm going to move my 30. If I can see him. Because that kind of helps.
All right, you get to there.
Okay, I'll try that lightning again.
Disadvantage. So he is going to have advantage then on his dex save.
I like roll for that.
So he rolled a 10 with his advantage dex save.
Oh, really? He takes a full 40 blow in the back. It blows up his booty.
So you point with your staff where you just saw the manticore enter the shadows, and the whole room lights up again, and you see you struck true with that lightning bolt in the right up the wazoo as this manticore
What a way to go.
screams and collapses on the ground. Excuse me.
You don't mess with me.
Are you not entertained?
All right. That is the end of combat.
Oh, so that was it of the room. There's no more manticores.
No more manticores as far as you can tell.
I'm glad that. Wait, I know I would.
Let's do some harvesting.
Yeah, these manticores are definitely ripe for harvesting if you were to choose to do so. It takes a little bit of time. You can also, of course, search the premises.
Well, I think we should harvest
All right.
from the manticores.
So giant chamber. After a brief kind of looking around the premises, you find sets of double doors leading outside of this chamber to the south, three sets of double doors to the east, nothing to the north. You do find three large nests.
There's anything in them with maybe investigation?
There's these large piles of soiled and torn curtains and tapestries intermixed with humanoid bones and broken bits of stone and such that serve as beds.
I'm gonna try to. What's that red stuff? Blood?
Yeah, stains.
I'm gonna go harvest from the one that blew up.
All right, Draken, you're gonna
There's
go
anything
harvest.
to harvest.
In the gloom, Renaer pulls out a torch. So he has. What would you like Renaer to do?
Harvest.
He's also going to harvest.
I think that you can get stuff from any creature, especially since
Most creatures have something, yeah.
yeah, almost all.
They got those tail spikes.
Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, tail spikes definitely.
Okay, so you're all harvesting.
Balls, teeth.
Kind of the.
Melannor can be going and taking a look at the nests.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Melannor, we'll say what he finds first. So he finds a chain shirt, a flail, and a wooden flute. So just some bits and bobs from previous victims. He finds a pouch containing 21 dragons, 29 nibs, and 14 shards. It also finds a silver necklace with a bloodstone pendant, this red jewel
What is that?
hanging on it. It's not magic gold or anything. It just seems to be valuable. You could sell it. So that's after he goes, and that's what he scrounges through all three nests over this period of time.
Okay.
So as far as harvesting from the manticores, if each of you who are doing so can roll a nature or survival check, whichever is highest.
I gotta use weapon. Why do I keep going horrible on our checks?
11.
Yes.
Okay.
8.
8. And Renaer's check, Joey.
I give you survival or nature.
Yeah.
It's not really
Whichever's
the
higher.
thing. They're both the same. I guess it'd be survival, which you rolled a 7.
Then doesn't matter which one you pick.
Yeah. Okay. So then all three of you, if you could, roll 2d6.
I'll just roll 4.
That's fine.
7.
A 5, a 5, a 4, and a 5. Split between me and Renaer.
So between
19.
the three of you, you could harvest 26 worth of rations of like food sources from the
Oh, I
manticore
wasn't even
meat.
thinking of that.
So manticore meat. So 26 rations essentially found
Wow.
through the harvesting of these bodies.
Well, I was also thinking.
Okay,
Like,
I know. So now all three of you could roll 1d4.
I'll do 2d4. Maybe 2 and a
4. Okay.
2 and a 3 between me.
So
and
between
you.
the three of you, you managed to harvest 9 manticore claws.
Oh.
And
Who's
now,
keeping track of these?
I'm writing them down.
and then if you want to go for the tail spikes, each of you roll 2d4. So that would be 4d4 for you, since you're doing Renaer as well.
Okay. 4, a 3, a 2,
There's
and a
the
1.
full number right there.
Well, 10 flip. So me and Renaer both got a 5.
And George?
Rolled a 6.
So 16 tail spikes, manticore tail spikes.
Anything else we think
Those
of,
are
like
cool.
teeth or something like that?
No.
I really like teeth. I
I don't know why either.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So the tail spikes essentially can act like darts. You can throw them.
Ooh,
like
I'm
a
good with
dart.
darts.
Oh,
I have darts. I
And
got darts.
so if you wanted to even add just darts to your inventory, it would work the same way.
I got iron spikes.
So you managed to come away with lots of these claws and some food stuffs that you could cook as meat goes, and essentially dart weapons. Renaer potentially could use those for a ranged attack.
Well, how many darts did we get again?
16.
16 darts.
Well, put it in.
16 tail spikes.
Okay.
Darts.
So all this harvesting, that took you a good hour to do this. Meanwhile, the elemental's gone. Zoop. The elemental kind of fizzles away after the 8-hour period of time it's been alive. And you do hear this doom, doom, doom,
I summoned another elemental.
doom noise of footsteps, large, heavy footsteps approaching from the east through the double doors.
I get my wand out.
Let's go hide in the nests.
like hide in the nest.
Okay, so you all jump in the nest.
Oh, that's actually
Put out that light. Put out that light.
I turn off the light. It's pitch dark. We rely on our hearing.
All right, everyone roll a stealth check.
Oh. Melannor has a passive ability that he can just give everybody +10. I will say.
Everyone would have had to cluster around him as he cast it because we're within like 10 feet of him or something like that.
Oh, the pacify trace.
Yeah.
The dragon rolled a 3.
Too late.
Wait, but Renaer's right by me and he rolled a 20. So
All right.
it's 3, but he rolled 20 and he's right by me. I will say.
Melannor gets a 20, not natural. I get advantage. I got a 20, not natural.
I did horrible.
Okay.
Melalor's right by me. Well, Renaer's right by me.
As you are all hiding, you hear this these footsteps, heavy lumbering footsteps coming closer and closer. And finally, the northern double doors
What is that?
bust open as this large troll enters the room. And he's carrying with him like these large strips of like racks of lamb kind of thing, and sides of pork or whatever. He's comes in here, goes food. He's coming in here and he kind of looks and stops, and he sees the dead manticores on the ground. He kind of drops the food, just kind of clutters on the ground and goes, oh. Kind of looks around. He kind of does this number. Oh.
There's no
Kind of looks
light.
around like this.
Trolls have dark vision, I guess.
Yours is 30 feet with a obscured vision 30 feet beyond that. Renaer and Draken don't see nothing. They just hear this. This troll goes, boom, boom, comes up to the nest and like looks in. And you guys have hidden, right? So you're kind of underneath the curtains and stuff, and kind of, and he kind of looks in. He kind of licks his lip a bit, and he goes back to the food he dropped. He picks up one and kind of takes a bite out of it and slings it over his shoulder. Starts to head this way. Goes through the front doors here and down the hall until you no longer can hear the footsteps.
Whew, that was exciting.
I kind of want to fight it.
Okay.
Oh well.
So bring your light back on, Draken.
All right. I needed it to come earlier. Goodness.
That would have been crazy.
All right, turn your light on. And obviously, like in the distance, you can see Draken like lit up from that distance. So it helps you navigate the room with shadows and so on.
All right.
I think
Let's
that,
go where that guy came from.
yeah, look, I was thinking we go back to Borktar. But okay.
So you guys all kind of reconvene in the middle of the room to decide what to do next. Renaer goes, ugh,
Right.
as he kind of like gets the stuff off of him after being covered in manticore goop and whatever else.
Trying to think when you cast that elemental. So that lasts 8 hours and it's gone. We've probably been here for a while.
Yeah, you've been down there for a while.
And they start thinking about getting a long rest.
Well, I'll
It's
summon.
not quite
Not in here though.
You got about another 6 or so hours left before it's long rest time.
Well, me and Daddy were talking.
Oh, okay.
So as you approach the door the troll came through, the door is open. So I'll go ahead and reveal that to you.
Whoa, big.
In this hall that it goes down that way.
It kind of all connects.
Seems to connect probably.
Maybe not the fourth one, but these three at least.
Yeah, there was that double door to the south down there.
That probably is somewhere else.
So on the ground there is a
So you wanna go-
kind of side of cow on the ground. Just you can gather that this troll was apparently feeding the manticores.
I
Let's cut off a couple of steaks real quick.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's steak for dinner
We'll
tonight.
say we'll roll a d6, and that's how many rations you get from it.
Sure.
Just one.
5. All right.
I like steak.
Okay, so five
Steaks.
porterhouses or T-bones or whatever.
I like
All right.
maybe some ribs. Some ribs and some steaks. Actually.
Hey, free food.
Yep. So you go.
I feel better about eating cow than sentient manticores. It's kind of creeping me out.
We got rations for days, man. Manticore cow.
All right.
All right.
Did he collect all the food that he dropped?
Just the one.
Did you want to go this way, Joe, or you want to go south?
Well, I was hoping we can go back to Borktar, but I'll say that I like for some reason I like to go south, but we can go your way.
South is fine, or Mortar is fine too.
Okay. So you make your way across this epically huge chamber,
I don't know why.
high enough in height that these manticores could fly and get around, finding your way to these southern
I'm surprised
doors.
it's just gonna hit the tavern. Man, really? How far deep do we go?
Too far.
Whoa, zoomed in. All right.
Okay. These doors are unlocked, Renaer finds, and you don't hear anything either.
Suspicious.
Let's creak them open.
As you open a door, you see another dead creature.
What is it?
Seems to have been dead for a while. What looks like a basilisk has been.
Basilisk.
Don't look at it.
A basilisk is something that's able to turn creatures into stone if they can look at them and see them.
I don't want to go this way anymore.
But this one appears to be dead.
For how long?
It's been rotten here for a while.
Like,
You do notice there seems to be something it's clutching in its large front claw.
Mage hands are taking it. I don't want to look at it. Mage hands,
You're going to grab it.
yeah, it's mage hands.
Okay. As you do so,
How long can you be turned to stone by a basilisk? Is it like permanent?
2 centipedes burst out of it as you disturb the creature.
How big are
Giant
centipedes?
centipedes burst out of the creature.
No, what about? But I still have the thing.
You pull it out, but
Like mage hands, like zips. Zips over there.
okay.
And
So initiative.
These are pretty easy creatures. If you want to just kind of stomp them now, you can.
I'll stomp them now.
Okay.
Well,
I'll just swing my hammer a couple of times.
Yeah, so you have to at least hit them. If you don't hit them and crush them right away, then we'll go into an initiative round.
I'm shooting some
All right, so 19
21.
That
for
is.
one hit,
Love them.
Both of them hitting their dead.
and 21 for the other hit.
10 damage. 21 to hit again.
6,
Yeah, they only have 4 hits.
9.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
just
okay.
kind of like, just kind of smash them and they squash very easily.
Dead.
Okay. So in your mage hand, as it's floating in the air and brings it towards you, you find a globe-like object.
Is it glowing?
It's an eyeball.
It's not glowing green. It's not an eyeball. It's a solid, kind of like a what do you call those things? You shake them and it snows, you know.
Snow globe.
A snow globe. It's kind of like a snow globe in
touch it.
style, kind of a glass globe object.
I touch it.
It's cool to the touch,
Hmm.
but otherwise, you're not really sure what it is.
Cool to the touch. Sounds nice. We don't have identify, but we can't put it in a bag.
Until we get identified back in the morning.
Okay, so you place the mysterious globe shape into the bag.
Ooh. I see.
All right,
I don't really want to find a basilisk right now, though.
this one is dead.
I know, but what about the others?
As you go further in to this chamber,
I'm kind of like looking down.
the chamber kind of splits both directions.
Right.
They meet up.
More than likely, they'll meet up. You imagine? You pick a direction and go.
Or left.
If it mattered.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you saying.
I don't think it matters.
What?
Okay, and as you
Some
enter
cobble
this chamber
statues.
here, you do start to see some statuary in the darkness.
Start to
So this
run.
ceiling is about 60
Okay.
feet high, and there's many petrified creatures that appears along the walls with statues, and as you go further in, you see them to the south.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is your petrified by a basilisk? Does it last forever?
You are legit turned to stone.
So you pretty much die.
Whoops.
No, you could be curled back,
Wrong button.
but it takes like a. I don't think it's as extreme as a wish spell, is it?
I mean, you can be brought back with like
It's like a greater restoration.
greater restoration.
I'm gonna go ahead and say leave.
Okay,
I
so
leave.
you see a lot of petrified creatures around, statues lining the room. All of them toppled except for one. which appears to be coated in like this black tar-like substance. This one here to the right.
Oh,
to the
wait.
east.
Mage hand puts his self in the tar.
You're gonna touch it?
No, the mage hand is.
The mage hand's gonna touch it?
With me not looking at it
Okay.
at all. Like,
As your mage spectral hand kind of
with my eyes closed.
moves toward the goop, it kind of doesn't do anything.
Let's move along.
Someone's nervous.
I go away.
So you find a lot of petrified looking creatures here. This is, let's see, where is it out here? Sorry.
Does it
Here we
look,
go.
is there another basilisk? Wait, is there a wall here?
Yeah, there's a wall.
Oh. So probably
There's several creatures types,
so it was that basilisk that did it.
more than likely.
Oh.
Then at some point in the past, that basilisk has been killed.
All these creatures.
So the petrified creatures include like a male human, a half-orc, you see a female elf, some halflings, as well as a bunch of monsters like some kobolds, some goblins, and a carrion crawler. So several creatures that have been turned into statues over time.
Well, what's the statue of that glowing thing? Glowing thing.
The middle one, let's see, where does it say that? It seems to be like a humanoid shape, but it's just covered in this black tar-like glistening substance.
Who wants to touch it?
Almost like it's made of wet black marble, almost.
I throw a dart at it.
Okay, do an attack.
Well, Renaer throws a dart at it. 23.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
7 damage. I'm trying to see if it engulfs the tar. Well, the tar engulfs it or something happens to it.
All right.
And I'm like looking down.
As you
Better
strike,
not be an ooze.
an ooze appears,
I knew it.
lofts off of the statue.
Does it take
Let's
damage?
see, wrong button.
The ooze takes damage, right?
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
It did take
We
damage.
fought an ooze before.
Is it the same type of ooze that I don't like?
One second. Here we go. There it is. As that black substance kind of sloughs and slithers off of the statue and kind of clumps up into a pile on the ground, it starts to approach. And I need you all to roll initiative.
You just had to touch it.
Near roll.
You just leave well enough alone.
Draken rolls a 20. So 17 and 20.
All right. I rolled an 8. Melannor rolled a 13.
Okay. And the pudding has taken 8 damage already. So log that in there. Draken, you are up first. As this black goo creature is oozing forward in the darkness.
I'm guessing it's pudding. Oh, well,
Metagaming.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot a witch bolt at it.
Okay,
Pew! 21 hits.
that definitely hits as you're right there next to it.
And takes 10 damage. The lightning damage.
Okay, this is you turn your witch bolt into a
Well,
lightning.
14. I get plus 4 modifier.
Okay, as the lightning strikes against this ooze creature, it shudders for a moment and splits into 2.
Well, I hit another one. I hit one of the 2 with a ray of frost and get a 12 to hit. Wow.
Okay, that hits.
Oh, it does? Really? Oh, well then 10 damage. 10
Okay, as
cold
the
damage.
frost strikes against one of the black oozes, it doesn't seem to do much to it.
And okay, I kind of go behind George.
What?
Well, I used to.
Protect me, George, protect me.
I don't have that much health this year. I got like 60 health or something. I got 58. And I have 49.
Well, I have one more than you. Congrats.
You have a max of 59?
No, it's not a max, but I'm at 59.
Well, I have 49.
I got damaged by those manticores a little bit.
I have 49 health right now. My max is 58.
And these
Remind me, are these are acidic, right?
they are both a bit smaller than this since it's split.
I always ask because I have resistance to acid right now.
These creatures,
Acidic poison.
they're not necessarily oh yeah, they do have an acidic quality to them, yes.
Cool. So I get resistance.
Okay.
They're also immune to cold damage, apparently, or resistant. to it.
All right, is that your turn, Draken? Any movement you want to make?
I went behind it.
Yeah, he went to hide behind me.
All right, Renaer's turn. That's you.
Oh, Renaer. The reason I did this was because you can only use
I
your
know.
action copy the damage. Renaer's gonna step forward and stab it, I guess.
Steps forward, attacks the black amorphous ooze in front of it with its dagger.
It.
And Joey, right now might be a good time to twin spell something
I have
since there's two of them.
Mhm.
that. Can I
It's
manage?
not Draken's turn right now.
But that would turn up to cast it again. I can't just do the damage. Why?
Are you hitting this thing or are you talking?
He's gonna hit it. And he rolled.
He's gonna talk at it.
He rolled a 12 to hit.
12 does hit.
Apparently.
It's vicious mockery, but it's just vicious rambling.
Damage.
All right, 8 damage. And as Renaer strikes forward, the splash of acid back on him gives him 8 damage.
Ah.
Maybe Renaer should back up and let the guy that is resistant to acid take care of these with the short range.
Like,
He's going to back up some.
yeah.
Or he's going to take an attack for opportunity now.
Where's he going to go, Mr. Renaer? Where are you going? You can point at the screen if you need to. Okay, heading this way.
Well, Renaer won't take an attack. Well,
He does not take attack of opportunity. You're right.
yeah.
Okay, Melannor's turn.
Well,
All right, Melannor is going to. Wait, I'm on George. Melannor is going to produce flame
All right.
and throw it at that one, I guess.
Okay.
All right, so that is
ah,
a ranged spell attack. Okay.
Yeah.
that's not-
So that is a 22.
That
To hit.
hits.
All right. And that is a D8. All right, so that is a 2.
2 points of damage.
All right.
This fire breaks across the gooey substance, kind of singeing it and boiling it, but otherwise not doing much.
All right. Now I'll try.
Oh, Joey, does your daggers do slashing or piercing damage for Renaer?
I'm not sure.
That does actually matter.
Probably piercing.
It does
Piercing?
piercing.
Okay,
Why do you have
just checking. Okay, Melannor did
All right, let's just do it again.
Do it again. All
Let's
right.
just do it again because it's a cantrip.
Sure.
All right, so that's going to be a 20, not natural.
That definitely hits.
So he does 7 points damage this time.
That's better. Again, the fire kind of comes from his other hand as it rakes across and sizzles and pops and produces a wonderful odor.
And which one's Melannor? The green one?
Green one, yeah.
All right, so he's not like within melee range, so he's going
10 feet away from him
back up.
currently. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going back up.
All right. Okay, we're gonna do a quick bathroom. All right, so it is
Welcome
now
back, viewers.
Yeah, it is now the Black Ooze's turn. So this one is going to go up, and approach George. And with his pseudopod kind of stretching out, going to a strike. Natural 20. Okay.
That hits.
So we're going to do 10 bludgeoning damage as it punches you in the face with its black oozy pseudopod. And then 40 acid damage reduced to 20 because of your resistance.
40 acid damage. What?
I got a natural 20. Don't forget. That's a critical hit.
Okay. That is.
Yeah, that hurt. I'm so glad I switched that stone out.
So 20
I'd be
acid damage sizzles across your body as it strikes out at you.
I'm glad I don't wear armor.
Yeah,
My underclothes might be looking a little holy.
Your tunic or whatever it is you're wearing is just drooping off of you and just evaporating shards. It's exposing your muscly half-orc body.
Yeah.
And my tidy whities.
George, it's your turn.
Horse.
All right. So I am going to take a healing potion. Find my healing potions.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to take a potion of healing greater, which is 4d4 plus 4. Hard to pick up 4d4. All right. 7, 10, 15. Healing for 13. All right, now I'm gonna. I'm right there. I might as well swing at him.
Okay.
Probably that too.
20, not natural.
That hits.
All right, and guess I'll divine smite.
Okay.
All right, so it's gonna be 10 points for the regular. And then 16 points for divine smite damage.
All right. So your hammer again glows as your body glistens in Draken's light as your clothes are dissolving around you, and you smash this thing, splashing back on you 2 points of acid damage, rounded down to 1 with your resistance. And you strike this thing with your hammer, just kind of collapses down underneath the glowing, smiting damage, and kind of shakily vibrates as it reforms itself in front of you. It's pieces.
All right, so
Pieces of it seemingly like falling off of it, like slopping and off of it, and a little bit of waves leaving a residue in their wake.
all right, So I'm going to swing again
Okay.
for 24 damage. Or for 24 to hit, sorry.
Definitely hits. They're very easy to hit.
Yep. And that's going to be 10 points of damage. I'm not worried about the Divine Smite this time, though.
All right. As you bring down your hammer again, not glowing this time with that divine energy, it again strikes down, smashing down this ooze into the ground. You take 1 point of acid damage again as it splashes back up at you. And you laugh and it's
Rounded down?
Nope, just one. It was 2, but
okay.
And this acid pudding creature quivers as it sinks into a puddle.
All right.
Any movement you'd like to make?
I will move 5 feet that way.
All right.
Yep.
It is now the other ooze's turn. As it
keep him
slinks forward. And again, it's going to make another pseudopod attack against George.
No 20s, no 20s, no 20s. No whammy, no whammy.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Not natural.
You would take 4 bludgeoning damage from the strike.
That's better.
Now the poison damage, by the way.
Acid damage.
The acid damage is 14 rounded down to 7. Half to 7. 7 acid damage as it smashes again and kind of just splashes over you with this as this pseudopod strikes out, just dripping acid all over the place. Much of it being caught by your shield and sizzling, burning your skin. Okay, that's
the warm bath.
Top of the round, Draken's turn.
I'm going to get where I can see it, and I'm going to chromatic orb with thunder damage. See if that works. 13 to hit.
That hits.
It better work. Oh wow, this better work because that is a 22 damage.
22 damage, thunder damage, as this echoing noise through this cavern, as the ooze kind of quivers and shakes apart slightly before congealing back together again. That definitely seemed to hurt it.
I don't know. I don't have any other thunder stuff. Maybe poison also work, or not? I should poison cloud at it, not at it.
Poison cloud.
Yeah. Oh wait, it can't breathe though.
It's not immune to poison.
Oh, I'll do it. Constitution saving through 15 or better.
Okay. It got a 16.
Oh, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Just
this harmless puff of poison gas. All right, is that your turn? Any movement?
I think that would be good.
Okay. Next is Renaer. Renaer has stepped back here.
Nice thunder damage.
Renaer's turn, Joey.
Did Renaer's attack seem to take effect?
The dagger attack? Yes, it did.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna do that again.
I'm gonna step around George here to get in range.
And get 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And do a.
Why aren't you just throwing the daggers?
9.
Or the spikes or whatever, darts.
Okay, 9 damage, and Renaer takes 1 acid damage as it splashes back up at him.
Good.
Can I use my reaction to block the acid from Renaer?
Just 1 damage. You get 74 health.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 1 damage is fine.
Yeah, that's just 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, Renaer, that was his attack. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Can you disengage and move if you'd like, or actually, you don't have disengage. You can just move.
Yeah. Well, he can disengage us. He can dash and disengage and hide.
Yeah, but Renaer as a rogue, he if he strikes, he can move back without.
He's just gonna move back.
Did you do sneak attack damage with that?
No.
Yeah, do sneak attack.
Sure.
Oh, well, then that's 20 more damage.
All right, and with that, this ooze creature also crumbles into a puddle on the ground.
Man. With Renaer, you need to be sneak attacking just about every round if I'm right there at somebody.
Okay.
Woo! Chromatic orb does that. I think.
All right.
This brackish black ooze kind of spreads on the ground, sizzling as it covers any sort of organic matter like dust or bugs or anything like that.
I want to scoop some up
Yeah.
with my empty health vial.
Okay.
I got like a ton of these and I haven't been throwing them away, throwing them out. So get
All
a
right,
couple rounds of ooze.
Each of you roll 2d6.
6. Wow, that's a lot. Ooze 5.
Got
Or
6.
4.
Okay. So between the two of you, you managed to collect 5 vials of ooze goop.
I'll take 2 of them. How do you put ooze goop in here?
I'll give it to you.
I'll take 2. Wait, we got 5. We can give 1 to everyone and 1 to Borktar, actually, right?
All right, if you refresh your inventory, you'll find your vials of ooze goop in your inventory.
Ooze goop, yum yum. Don't eat it.
I'll just read it to you. As an action, you can throw this vial at a creature within 20 feet of you. You can treat this vial as an improvised weapon, and on a hit, the vial will shatter, covering the creature with black goop, and for the next minute, the creature takes 1d8 acid damage at the start of each of its turns. The creature can use an action to scrape the goop off, ending the effect early.
Neat.
Okay. So you
All right.
pick these up from the puddle on the ground in front.
Okay, does anybody have any extra pants laying around?
We'll say
Because I feel a breeze.
your pants are still there, just your shirt's kind of in tatters and burned away.
I think Melannor has mending.
He does have mending. He walked.
Yeah, so
I come over.
It's all
cast
over
mending.
to fix his
Mending.
shirt. All right.
All right, get some seamstresses going.
Yeah, your fan club here lays down hands on you and fixes your clothing. Luckily, no armor was eaten away, and your weapon was magical, so it did not also get eaten away.
I don't wear armor.
I know.
Well, let's.
And the shield's magical too, and my boots.
Yeah.
Oh wow, really? Venture on. I don't really think they can venture on here, but venture on somewhere else.
I want to take a look at this statue the Goop's recovering.
Well,
I'm looking away.
the statue itself is a regular statue. It was just covered in this ooze as kind of a camouflage. But otherwise, it's a regular looking kind of Greek inspired stone statue.
Okay. So this is just a lair of a basilisk, huh?
Or at least it used to be. The basilisk itself seems to have been killed by a previous adventuring party through here at some point in the past, and the black ooze has taken up residence in the meantime, as well as the centipedes earlier.
I want to come back over this way and look for like any kind of secret doors or passageway or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, as you kind of creep through the creepy statues, go ahead and roll, both of you, or with advantage, perception.
Renaer also doing this? Natural 20.
22.
Okay, you both spot it at the same time. Ooh!
Ooh, door.
And
Wait, ooh, no.
to this corner, you see
Door.
the telltale sign of a hidden door that appears to connect
Yes.
this previous area that you've been to.
Wait, that's good because then we can get back to Mortar. Right?
Yeah, that is where Bork.
Shortcut.
Okay, shortcut.
As you pass through this area, you recognize this location as being right outside where you fought the vampires you killed of the Undertakers earlier.
And I recognize the pile of dishes.
Yeah, as you get through here, this open closet, the open secret door here, the pile of dishes that you set aside, and so on. There's also this passage to the south here that you can see obviously with the map, but we'll just say for the sake of this,
Secret door.
apparently there is a door here, a secret door here that leads to the entrance. If
The
you're
very beginning.
the very beginning.
So we can like go back and like go home, have a good night's rest, come
Yeah.
back.
Definitely could do that.
Wait, that's like an easy way. Well, I think we should notify Borktar of what happened. It should be pretty easy with the shortcut.
I will say that as you walk this way, you find this hall, and very easily seen is a peephole that looks into this section that leads to the yawning portal.
That's
And
how they see
That's
it.
how those vampires saw us.
and a door.
I sit there giggling while dragons digging in the dirt.
Yeah, and a latch here that opens the door quite easily from this side.
This place is full of secret passages.
It is.
I really do think that we should head up to him. Borktar.
All right. Well, while we're over here, let's go ahead and go up to Borktar.
All right, for the sake of time, I'll just move you up here.
Will he be surprised of us coming back from
You
here?
come back in through this door. They are surprised. Oh, didn't see you return the other way there.
Secret doors.
Obviously, I have not moved these tokens, but we'll just say for the sake of this that you do actually find them in this conference room up here. So we're going to go over there.
I'm gonna tell them, ta-da! Secret doors.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel leads up to where that room is, you know.
So we'll say you're here.
I'm gonna go look in the tunnel.
Really quickly move. Oh, yeah, I gotta make sure they're visible in that space and all that kind of good stuff. You find more Undertakers. in the area.
Oh, these are different ones than the ones down there?
Yeah, this is all part of Haria's group. Borktar is sitting at the table drinking some wine.
Yeah.
The flesh golem in the corner. As Haria is speaking about future plans.
I skip up and say that, you know that, that passageway that your golem is in kind of leads to where that door is. You open the door by him.
Well, you can see that this door does lead to that passage, you're right, but they also have it blocked, just like they had this door here.
You figured that out.
Borktar goes, oh, so good to see you're still alive.
I
We
was-
heard the troll come through.
Oh, we avoided him. We didn't avoid 3 manticores. They're dead.
Oh, manticores are nasty business. The vampires all sitting around the table drinking and stuff. They all kind of look at you and like shake their head like, wow. You know. But yeah, the Borktar goes, yeah, well, you heard the loud footsteps go right by this door.
Oh yeah, that's probably the yeah, it's probably the troll. We also have some cow meat. He just left a dead cow lying on the floor.
Sounds yummy.
Steak and ribs.
Haria, she goes, I'm glad you're back. I was talking to your accomplice here. Mr. Borktar, and we're quite excited about the prospects of the theater that's coming to this area. It's so exciting. But we do want to ask a favor, if you have the time. Uh, Apparently, Borktar tells us that his clan, on the second level down, before they can come up and join us here, we have to kind of rid the area of the Xanathar's thugs who are guarding the way. I don't know if that's something you could help with.
I don't exactly like them at all.
Yeah, we stay clear of their territory. We stay up here.
If the price is right.
Oh, we do have gold we can offer.
I'm thinking more along the lines of a percentage of your profits once you open your market / theater area.
Did Borktar tell you about the big goblin market thing?
Yeah, they're aware. She says, well, considering without you, none of this would happen, I think that's more than fair.
Awesome. So 80%?
No.
Well, that's not good. we need to be able to sustain ourselves, especially if we're no longer getting income from raiding. from how
I'm kidding. How about 10%, 5% for each of us, or me and, well, I guess Melannor and Renaer are there too.
Renaer goes.
So let's say 20%. Okay.
Haria, she says, I like the 10% idea better. You want to do a persuasion check?
Well, I was thinking 5% for each person, but I forgot there's 4 of us. But yeah, persuasion. As I roll a 9.
Do you want me to try?
Haria, she says, we're very, of course, grateful to what we've accomplished here today with your help, but that's a little too steep, I think.
How about 15?
We can do 10%. I think that should be plenty. Of course, we're quite far from actually opening a show here.
Yeah, and we're quite far from clearing out the next level with the Zentarum.
The Xanathar, but yes.
Xanathar, yeah. Whichever.
Borktar, I think knows where they are. I'm not sure.
Borktar kind of goes, yeah, I could lead you to where they are. She says, how about 15?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay, 15%. We will, once we have any profits coming in, we will send word. Should we send
Becoming a businessman?
Send it through to the goblin camp below, or where should we find you?
Well, I will.
Troll Skull.
Up on the mainland, you find the tavern. That you enter this place. Up towards
the yawning portal. Where?
Up towards more the northern area, we have a tavern. Northern more towards.
We don't go up very often. We send our doppelgangers sometimes. They disguise themselves as adventurers who have come through and find their way back up for supplies and such. But
counter the Renaer energy. You don't see him near doppelganger.
What are you saying?
We encounter a doppelganger.
I know that guy's long dead.
Yeah.
Anyway. She says, we will definitely look out we will send word to Troll Skull Tavern once we have started business. And of course, feel free to drop in. We'll treat you to a show. The other
sounds good.
Half of them are still dressed as vampires. The other half you can see are kind of taking the vampire disguises off and appear more like regular people. But they all kind of clink glasses together. Here, that kind of thing.
Oh, is there ever need more stuff?
And the flesh skull goes, kind of reaches out his hand with nothing in it.
If you ever want more of that,
More what?
Oh, wine. I do.
She says, you have more wine?
Well, technically, the reason I said that I can't really do the jug is because of the alchemy jug.
So no wine?
It produces the gallon of wine once a day if I pick wine.
Well, we drink that in one sitting. all of us here, and they all kind of laugh.
Yeah. You got 2 kills of mayonnaise, but I don't know why you need that.
All right. Borktar goes, shall we?
Yeah.
Sure.
So Borktar goes,
22.
goes up to you.
3.
Why are you looking at my screen?
Well, you rolled and
Why are you yelling? Okay. And he's so small, he squeezes right through and starts walking out.
I start following him.
Obviously, you don't have to follow him right now if you want to go anywhere else, but he is looking forward to bringing you to his companions on the next level.
Well,
Sounds good.
I'm ready to go after the Xanathar people.
Okay. Yep, I was expecting that. It is after 10. If we wanted to start to wrap it up.
We have two late night weekends, and now she's texting you. Time to wrap it up, huh?
Yep.
From she who must be obeyed.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm pretty beat right now.